Hello there and welcome to the Sleepy Science channel. Tonight, we're diving into one of nature's strangest kingdoms, a world that hides in plain sight yet touches everything we know. The world of mushrooms. They're not quite plants, not quite animals, more like nature's wild card, quietly rewriting the rules of life itself. If you enjoy drifting through the strange corners of science like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, or drop a comment below. It helps more sleepy souls stumble into our little corner of curiosity. And let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from and what time it is for you. It's always fascinating to see who's joining us from around the world. But for now, let's settle in because the story of mushrooms is just beginning. They breathe just like we do. They grow in total silence, spreading their invisible threads beneath our feet like a secret internet of the forest. Long before trees ever whispered in the wind, mushrooms were already here, ancient recyclers turning death into life before life even had leaves. Some glow softly at night, little lanterns scattered through the dark. Others form vast, unseen networks that stretch for miles underground, connecting trees into a living, whispering web. Scientists call it the wood wide web, the forest's own social network, only without influencers or hashtags. Then there are the show-offs, mushrooms so bright and colorful they look like they've been painted by a fairy with ADHD. But among all that beauty hide killers, some mushrooms carry poison so lethal that a single bite can send even the boldest explorer straight into the history books. Nature, as always, loves balance, beauty and danger holding hands. And yet, these quiet beings aren't just destroyers, they're healers, builders, and alchemists. They raise our bread, ferment our wine, and break down plastic when humans can't. Some scientists even dream of using fungi to clean up oil spills or terraform Mars. Yes, the same stuff growing on your pizza crust might one day save another planet. Mushrooms, it turns out, are closer to animals than plants. That little fact tends to blow people's minds. You see them standing quietly in forests, looking so plant-like, and yet genetically, they're family, not to trees, but to us. At the molecular level, fungi share a common ancestor with animals. They breathe oxygen, exhale carbon dioxide, and build their bodies not from cellulose like plants, but from chitin, the same tough stuff that makes up crab shells and insect armor. Beneath all that quiet mystery, there are weird biological cousins. So next time you wander through a forest, remember the mushrooms underfoot might not be part of the plant world at all. They belong to an ancient, forgotten branch of life, one that walks, swims, and flies through time right alongside us. Imagine a stroll through a serene forest at night, where the ground glimmers with tiny lights like a starry sky descended to earth. Those enchanting orbs are mushrooms, glowing softly in hues of green and blue, shining like fairy lights tucked into a vibrant carpet of moss. This magical phenomenon is called bioluminescence, a show put on by over 70 mushroom species, including the fabulously named Farxvi fungi. It's as if the forest has dressed up for a mystical night out, just waiting for curious wanderers. Now, you might wonder why these quirky mushrooms sport such flashy lights. Scientists believe that the glow attracts insects, nature's pollinators, drawing them in to help spread the mushroom spores. Talk about a fungi party. Or maybe it's a clever survival tactic to ward off munchy critters looking for a midnight snack. The radiant shimmer comes courtesy of a chemical reaction involving an enzyme called luciferase, the same magic ingredient responsible for the twinkling glow of fireflies. Who knew decay could pack such a dazzling surprise? And yet, mushrooms are just the tip of the fungal iceberg. Beneath our feet lies a remarkable world of mycelium, the intricate, sprawling network that makes up the bulk of a fungus. These delicate, thread-like filaments weave through the soil, intertwining with plant roots, rocks, and even the remnants of fallen leaves. Think of mycelium as nature's underground highway, a hidden system that links thousands of trees and plants, all while recycling nutrients and providing hydration. It's the forest's very own support team. Imagine, just for a moment, stepping on a patch of grass that is part of an enormous living organism, one that stretches for miles beneath you. These mycelial networks can be vast, racing under hills and valleys like nature's own internet of life. While we see only the fruiting bodies, the mushrooms, the real magic happens beneath the surface. Each step could be on a single ancient creature, quietly bridging connections and collaborating with others in an ecosystem that echoes life. Now, let's talk about the true heavyweight of the fungal world. Meet the largest living organism on Earth, a humongous mushroom lurking in the Blue Mountains of Oregon. Imagine a fungal colossus that has spread its mycelial arms over an astonishing area, dominating the forest floor with its intricate web of life. Its sheer size and age make it a legendary figure among nature enthusiasts, known not just for its vastness, but for its role in building the ecosystem. As you look around at your forest adventures, remember that this lively, sparkling world beneath the trees is alive, buzzing, and thriving. So, the next time you take a stroll, consider the mushroom underfoot and its hidden companions reaching out to connect the entire magical landscape. It's a wild underground ballroom where nature's tiniest champions engage in a dance of life, death, and rebirth. Isn't that a delightful thought? With each visit to a forest, may your perspective evolve, inspiring a sense of wonder and appreciation for these unsung heroes of the woodland. They may not be your usual wildlife, but fungi are the enchanting architects of the forest, involving us in their timeless show of decay and beauty. So, lace up your hiking boots and step into a world where mushrooms glow, connections thrive, and ancient magic is just a heartbeat away. At first glance, you might think you've stumbled into an ordinary forest, complete with tall pine trees, babbling streams, and sun-drenched meadows. But don't be fooled. Beneath the surface lies a hidden gem, the largest living organism on the planet. Meet the honey fungus, scientifically known as Armillaria otoya. This sprawling mycelium extends across nearly 4 square miles and is believed to be thousands of years old. The mushrooms you see are just the tip of this gigantic living iceberg. Picture this: every mushroom peeking through the forest floor is merely a snippet of an ancient being that outweighs the biggest blue whale you've ever seen. Yes, you heard that right. This singular organism has been quietly thriving long before your great-great-great-grandparents ever existed. When scientists peeled back the layers and realized that the forest was really a vast network of one giant organism, their jaws dropped. They were walking on what could only be described as the pulse of the Earth itself, and they didn't even know it. Now, here's where things get a little more intriguing. Mushrooms have their very own way of chatting it up through electrical signals. That's right, these little guys may not possess brains or nervous systems, but they boast a communication system that sends pulses of information through their mycelial threads. It's like they're the underground internet of the forest, sending messages back and forth, exchanging whispers of danger or juicy resources. Who knew fungi were such social butterflies? If you thought that was cool, hold on to your hats. Some fungi species have proven they're tougher than outer space itself. Scientists took a plunge into the great beyond, bringing along some fungal spores to see how they'd fare. Well, spoiler alert, they not only survived in the vacuum of space but also braved intense radiation and freezing temperatures like seasoned astronauts. These spore-packed wonders floated outside spacecraft for weeks, living their best lives, all thanks to their natural resilience. Imagine trees sending sugar to their fungal buddies, with mushrooms acting as trusty couriers. It might not be the same flowery conversation humans indulge in, but it's still communication. Folks, this delicate whispering under our feet serves as a humbling reminder that intelligence isn't just reserved for humans. The Earth is bustling with chatter we can't hear, where even the smallest organisms have tales to tell. So, the next time you take a stroll through a forest, take a moment to consider what lies beneath. Hidden in the soil, there's a world of fungal networks that reminds us of the interconnectedness of life. It's a tangled web of intelligent conversations, all going on just below your feet. As you continue your hike, know there are ancient secrets waiting to be uncovered, just like the mushrooms that spring up, each with its own story to share. Picture this: tiny, unassuming mushroom spores making an epic journey through the cosmos, defying gravity and clinging to the very essence of life. These resilient fungi have caught the attention of astrobiologists, those daring folks exploring the possibility of extraterrestrial life. If these spores can brave the void, who's to say life couldn't hitch a ride on meteorites and dust from one planet to another? Enter the concept of panspermia, a fancy word implying mushroom-toting adventures. Across galaxies, imagine a humble mushroom, often passed over in your local park, poised on the brink of interstellar fame, waiting to burst to life wherever soil, water, and light find them. Now, let's zoom in on a wild scene at the Chernobyl reactor post-disaster. Amidst the desolation of what was once a bustling energy hub, a surprising occupant was found, brave little fungi. Scientists poking around the radioactive rubble were astonished to discover that some of these pesky spores weren't just surviving, they were thriving. One species, Cryptococcus neoformans, took it a step further, demonstrating a peculiar preference for radiation, with a sprinkle of melanin to boot. Yes, the same stuff that gives our skin that sun-kissed hue. These mushrooms appear to munch on radiation, transforming danger into energy much like photosynthesis. It's like they've discovered the ultimate survival cheat code. Now, think of the implications. These fungi, masters of survival in hostile environments, could potentially help humanity manage nuclear waste in the future or shield astronauts from the intense cosmic radiation of deep space explorations. We're talking about nature's very own superhero squad, working tirelessly in the shadows, turning devastation into energy and opening a door to an eco-friendly future. If they can thrive in the most dangerous domains on Earth, who knows what other mysteries they'll unravel next. But hold on, there's more. Turning our gaze from the nuclear to the mundane, mushrooms have also taken on the role of eco-warriors against human waste. Ever heard of fungi that can digest plastics and oils? You read that right. In a remarkable find from 2011, researchers stumbled upon a unique fungus deep within the Amazon that chomps down on polyurethane. One stubborn piece of plastic that tends to linger like an unwelcome house guest. This fantastic fungal ability doesn't stop there. Other fungi have been observed devouring oil spills and converting that toxic gunk into harmless matter. Imagine landfills shrinking not with bulldozers or fancy machines, but rather with quiet fungal families, munching through waste like it's a buffet spread before them. It's a delightful thought that nature could provide the solution to our pollution problem, one little spore at a time. As scientists delve deeper into the mushroom kingdom, they are now exploring ways to use these fungi as bioremediators in our battle against pollution. The dream is to design fungal factories, where mushrooms could process and digest plastic waste like it's a gourmet meal. Picture factories buzzing with life, filled with mushrooms feasting on refuse, creating a cleaner and greener world while doing what they do best. The future might just be a little more fungal than we ever imagined. So, whether it's traversing galaxies or cleaning up our littered world, fungi are proving they're not just garden decorations. They're tiny powerhouses with the potential to change the universe as we know it. Next time you stroll past a sleepy patch of mushrooms, take a moment to think about their cosmic aspirations or their grocery-like ambitions in our pollution-stricken habitat. Who knew such unassuming little organisms could hold the key to a brighter, cleaner, and more adventurous future? In a world drowning in waste, fungi stand as a reminder that nature has its own superb methods of healing. If only we'd tune in and pay attention. Among the kaleidoscope of mushrooms, danger lurks, wrapped in the beauty of vivid colors. Some can send you to the great beyond with just one nibble. Take the infamous death-capped mushroom, Amanita phallards. Its diabolical charm masks a lethal punch that slowly wreaks havoc on your organs. All while the symptoms play hide and seek. The death-cap's pale greenish appearance is nothing short of a cruel trick, making it look just like a harmless snack as it waits for its unsuspecting victim. Throughout the ages, this unassuming fungus has led kings, peasants, and entire families to their doom, all because they didn't reckon that something so plain could be so deadly. In the fungi kingdom, the razor-thin line between delicious and disastrous is scarcely visible, reminding us that nature, as enchanting as it can be, deserves our utmost respect and caution. Yet, not all mushrooms are evil villains. Some are a delightful treat that can transport your taste buds straight to Flavor Town. Enter the lobster mushroom, with its eye-catching reddish-orange hue that brings an uncanny resemblance to shellfish. It's a fantastic seafood alternative that has foodies rejoicing. Then there's the chicken of the woods, whose layered, fan-like structure mimics tender chicken breast, fooling even the most discerning of meat lovers. For centuries, foragers have adored these little treasures, long before the current craze for plant-based diets took flight. Picture this: a mushroom sprouting quietly from a tree's bark transforms into a mouth-watering meal that tastes like it swam through the ocean or ran on the farm. It's all about the enchanting versatility of fungi, nature's very own flavor shapeshifters that whisk us away into the realms of culinary creativity while staying rooted in their mysterious kingdom. You might say they're Mother Nature's sneaky little magicians. But let's not forget the ancient folks who held mushrooms in awe. these mystical organisms didn't just end up on dinner plates. They forged a significant place in sacred rituals and heart-swaying ceremonies. For millennia, mushrooms have been revered not only as delectable additions to meals, but also as agents of divine connection. Their magic lies in how they can transform overnight, appearing as if summoned by some mystical force straight from the earth. It's fun to think that what seems so simple can carry not just a world of flavor, but also a sprinkle of history and mysticism. As the seasons change and mushrooms march through their life cycles, it's no wonder our ancient relatives couldn't resist their mysterious allure. Those little caps sprouting up among the forest may just hold secrets of generations past, whispering of rituals and feasts that once lit up the nights around flickering fires. So, whether you're foraging for that wondrous lobster mushroom or dodging the deadly death cap, there's no questioning that fungi add a dramatic flair to life. They remind us of the delicate dance between safety and risk, flavor and poison, all while spinning an intricate web of connection through time and culture. After all, in the oddly spherical world of mushrooms, every bite could lead you down either a path of gastronomic glee or an ominous warning to heed nature's lessons. In the far-flung wilderness of Siberia, shamans have fancied the red and white Amanita muscaria, the ultimate fairy tale mushroom, as a ticket to the spiritual world. These delightfully vivid fungi aren't just eye candy. They're integral to rituals that send the shamans soaring into euphoric trance states. Imagine these mystical beings, blending into the snowy landscape, coaxing magic from mushrooms like they were conjuring up wishes from a genie who wouldn't want to take a ride on that enchanted mushroom cloud. Across the ocean in Mesoamerica, our buddies the Aztecs were getting all divine and delicious with their own version of sacred mushrooms, aptly named Tionanacatl, or flesh of the gods. They didn't just toss these fungi into a salad. Oh no, they were the secret ingredient in ceremonies aimed at bridging the divine with mere mortals. Envision those ancient priests, draped in colorful robes, nibbling on these mystical morsels before connecting with cosmic entities, probably swapping jokes or unraveling the universe's greatest mysteries. And speaking of mysteries, the caves of Spain, where people have painted over 6,000 years ago, reveal cavorting figures that seem to be having a mushroom party. These artistic carvings are proof that mushrooms have long been viewed as more than just forage. They were revered as gateways to altered consciousness. Our ancestors likely looked at mushrooms sprouting from the ground with awe, envisioning messages from a realm just a hair's breadth away, proving that life's peculiar little fungus can connect folks to the extraordinary dimensions of existence. Now, let's shift gears to the realm of the Erienta cordyceps, the true drama queens of the fungal world. While you might think mushrooms are shy wallflowers, these fungi don't just hang out in the soil. They're crafty little tyrants, hijacking insect brains like they're auditioning for a horror flick. An ant unlucky enough to fall prey to this fungus becomes a mere puppet, pulling off a high-flying stunt to the perfect spot for fungal spore launch, and boom, out pops the fungal stalk. Yelling, surprise. It's a gruesome encore that could make even the toughest horror aficionado squirm. In the 20th century, a different kind of fungus made headlines, turning amphibians into its latest victims. The dastardly Batrachochytrium dendrobatidis, or BD if we're keeping it casual, wreaked havoc across global frog, salamander, and toad populations. This skin-invading villain disrupts respiration and water regulation, leading to tragic disappearances. Talk about an ever-looming threat. Picture entire ecosystems holding their breath, quite literally, as this invisible foe snuffs the life out of amphibian delight. Think about that for a moment. A minuscule organism, almost undetectable at first glance, reshaping entire environments and populations. The hidden power of fungi is a wild ride, demonstrating that even the tiniest entities can wield incredible influence. As mushrooms weave their spells through nature, they remind us that the drama of life unfolds in glorious and sometimes utterly bizarre acts right under our noses. Perhaps we should tip our hats to these mysterious fungi, our silent partners in the ever-unfolding story of life. In the valiant fight for our planet's future, conservationists are donning their capes and racing against time to protect vulnerable species. They're conjuring antifungal treatments and breeding programs that aim to save the day from those pesky microscopic villains. The plight of BD serves as a stark reminder that fungi can be both our allies and nemesis, great recyclers of nature one moment, and potential destroyers the next. The kingdom of fungi wields immense power, capable of reshaping life as we know it. Believe it or not, every time you take a breath, you're participating in a grand fungal parade. Yes, the air around you is alive with mushroom spores, those elusive microscopic seeds floating in the atmosphere, with billions of spores swirling around us at any given moment. You're quite literally inhaling nature's confetti without even realizing it, whether you're in a bustling city or a serene forest. Those fungal representatives are hanging out nearby, waiting to hitch a ride in your lungs. In fact, scientists estimate that a single cubic meter of outdoor air can be home to thousands of these spores. With their feather-light structure, spores are adept travelers. They can even catch a lift into the clouds. You might be surprised to learn that your breath is a magical bridge to ecosystems light years away, connecting you to the untouched corners of forests and fungi you may never set foot in. The tiniest of creatures are always hanging around, silently bobbing along with your every inhale. Now, here's the kicker. Spores are so tenacious they can defy gravity, floating miles above the ground. Unlike the heavy seeds that prefer to cozy up on the soil, spores are born ready to explore far and wide. Some have bravely ascended more than 20 meters high, hitching rides on winds that weave across oceans and continents. They're like the thrill-seeking adventurers of the microbial world, never fearing a chance encounter high up in the sky. Equipped with special coatings, spores are like the formidable heroes of the fungus realm, shielding themselves from ultraviolet light and cosmic rays that could zap lesser beings. This journey across the atmosphere highlights just how adept they are at colonizing new territories. Picture a daring solo spore launched from a puffball mushroom, soaring through the sky, and eventually settling into a brand new home halfway across the globe. It's a fungal odyssey that turns our atmosphere into an invisible superhighway of life. And wait, there's more. Some of these microscopic spores are even brave enough to survive a ride through space. That's right, these little adventurers have what it takes to travel beyond our planet and still come out unscathed. So the next time you take a deep breath and fill your lungs, remember, you're not just breathing air, you're inhaling the tales of fungal wanderers on their endless quest, linking you to ecosystems all over the world. Breathe in the magic. Nature's highway is always open. In a cosmic twist of fate, fungal spores have demonstrated a remarkable ability to take on the vacuum and radiation of outer space like seasoned astronauts. With their tough protective coats, they float in the void for not just hours but sometimes weeks. It sparked the intriguing notion of panspermia, the idea that life can hitchhike between planets on meteorites, or even cosmic dust. Imagine tiny mushrooms doing an interstellar road trip, expanding the scope of life's portability beyond our wildest dreams. Picture this, a lonely mushroom puffing out its spores in an extravagant cloud, functioning like nature's quirky little space probes. Each spore is an intrepid explorer, resilient enough to survive harsh extraterrestrial conditions while waiting for the perfect sunny spot to settle down again. Talk about an epic survival strategy. It certainly makes you think twice before underestimating these miniature adventurers who might just be planning their next galaxy-hopping escapade to some distant world. But fungi aren't just spacefaring adventurers, they're also master landscape artists on Earth. These humble organisms possess an incredible ability to break down stone over time. That grand boulder in your backyard, it's not as indestructible as it seems. Certain species of lichens, a partnership of fungi and algae, create acids that gradually wear away rock into nutrient-rich soil. They might remind you of those tenacious DIY enthusiasts who refuse to give up until the job is done, no matter how long it takes. Over centuries, fungi and lichens transform barren stone into thriving soil, paving the way for flourishing plants and vibrant forests. Without their tireless efforts, our planet could find itself eternally clad in a grey, lifeless coat of granite. So next time you stroll past a meadow, give a nod of gratitude to these Earth's original gardeners who have been nurturing our green counterparts long before humans arrived on the scene. Even today, the slow artistry continues as fungi craft intricate patterns on tombstones and ancient ruins. A testament to their enduring tenacity, they operate on a timescale that can only be described as gloriously patient. While we rush around trying to make our mark, these fungal architects are reshaping the solid Earth, proving that, indeed, with time and persistence, nothing is beyond their creative reach. And let's not forget the whimsical fairy rings. Imagine stepping into a sunlit meadow post-rain, only to stumble upon a perfect circle of mushrooms. Legend has it these enchanting formations are the remnants of fairies frolicking about. But in reality, they form as a single fungus sprawls outward underground. Each mushroom peeking from the ground gives you just a hint of the larger mycelium busily expanding out of sight, doing its thing just beneath the surface. So, the next time you're enjoying nature, take a moment to appreciate the quiet giants of fungal persistence and whimsy. From starry explorations to masterpieces carved into our landscapes, these clever little warriors remind us that even the smallest among us can leave a gigantic impact. Whether gracefully lingering in fairy circles or quietly working away on stone, fungi truly are the unsung heroes of both Earth and beyond. As the circle of life ever expands, we find ourselves enchanted by nature's whimsy. These fairy rings, once thought to be portals to hidden realms or the aftermath of mystical dances under starlit skies, are now understood as nature's clever handiwork, fungi spreading their influence, creating these living geometric wonders in meadows. Even in our scientific age, the magic of these circles tantalizes our imaginations, providing a bridge between the ordinary and the extraordinary, a glimpse into something timeless and otherworldly. Picture this, one moment, your backyard is a dull patch of earth, and the next morning, voila, a dazzling collection of mushrooms bursts forth like tiny umbrellas sprinkled throughout the landscape. This dramatic metamorphosis is nothing short of miraculous. Oftentimes, it feels as though the very earth has been sprinkled with the fairy dust of some mischievous pixie overnight. With the right amount of rain and warm conditions, mushrooms can shoot up faster than a popcorn kernel in a hot pan, emerging from the depths of the soil, eager for their moment in the sunlight. These shrooms come to life through a network of fungal threads, mycelium busy working its magic hidden beneath the surface for years. What may seem like spontaneous growth is actually a well-rehearsed performance by nature. So next time you spot those little fungi spots after a rainstorm, remember they aren't just popping up for attention. They've been waiting and preparing for just the right moment to say hello, like nature's best-kept secret finally revealed. Now let's talk about the artistry of mushrooms. Before the days of chemical concoctions and synthetic dyes, our ancestors discovered that these fascinating fungi could add a vibrant splash of color to their world. By foraging different mushroom species, skilled dyers unleashed a palette of surprising hues: golden yellows, vibrant purples, leafy greens, you name it. Nature's own Bob Ross would have been proud, turning mundane fabrics into hues reminiscent of a forest after a rain shower. Take the illustrious dyer's parley paw, for instance, often known as fealty. This little beauty is famous for producing those rich, warm shades of yellow and orange, embodying all that is sunny and bright. Utilizing lichens can yield softer pinks and purples, transporting us back to delicate floral memories. Gather round as we dive into the pot where organic pigments release their rich colors, binding to wool or silk like a tight-knit family caught in a warm embrace. Imagine donning a garment dyed with mushrooms, carrying the essence of the forest along with you. The subtle nuances of these natural colors change with the light, captivating the eye and sparking conversations. There's an inherent charm in knowing that your clothing holds stories of nature's landscapes. You wear not just fabric, but a piece of the earth, an echo of the enchanting wild stitched into every thread. Mushroom-dyed fabrics bring a delightful mix of magic and ecology. While hopping between the realms of fashion and nature, you can feel good about choosing sustainable, eco-friendly options that celebrate the beauty of the environment. So whether you're trouncing through the woods or attending a dinner party, just remember, wearing a piece of mushroom dye is like wearing a badge of honor, a little portal of enchantment always at your side. Artisans today are not merely adhering to culinary traditions, they're turning fungi into vibrant art forms, transforming the canvas of our world with hues that often stay hidden beneath the earth. They remind us that these quirky organisms aren't just here for our soups and medicines, but carry the essence of color palettes. It's like a wild fungal festival underground, painting our ecosystems in shades we've yet to appreciate fully. But wait, don't just picture them as the drowsy decomposers breaking down wooden leaves. Some fungi are nature's sneaky little hunters, luring unsuspecting prey. Imagine tiny nematodes, those wriggly, invisible worms, cruising through the soil, entirely unaware of the fungal micro-traps lurking nearby. It's like a silent horror movie. Down there, fungi spin sticky webs, set lasso-shaped snares, and just like that, the worm's world is flipped upside down. Once a nematode steps into the gooey snare, the fungus doesn't just trap it, it's got teeth. Well, kind of. The hungry fungus pierces the nematode's tender side and drains it of nutrients like a greedy toddler during snack time. This surreal predator-prey relationship makes us rethink our image of mushrooms. They transform from passive observers into gruesome conquerors of the underground world. Picture a battlefield of fungi and worms, with fungi claiming victory after stealthy ambushes. You might be surprised to learn that beneath their delicate exteriors, mushrooms boast an architecture stronger than steel. While you might see a cute little toadstool, these crafty organisms hide a secret, dense networks of mycelium, which can withstand more force than some of the toughest materials out there when compared by weight. It's like finding out your lightweight running shoes actually have the strength of reinforced concrete. Thanks to their surprising strength and eco-friendliness, fungi are catching the eye of material scientists eager to rethink building materials. Instead of lumber or concrete, designers are experimenting with mushroom-based bricks, insulation, and even furniture. Imagine a cozy room filled with furnishings that not only look lovely but are also fire-resistant, sturdy, and 100% compostable. Now that's a win for Mother Nature. Ultimately, mushrooms serve as our gentle reminders that resilience often works quietly behind the scenes. They embody strength that's exquisitely intertwined and invisible, woven quietly into delicate-looking networks. The next time you stroll through a forest and spot a tiny cat peeking through the leaves, remember the colossal strength beneath, silently supporting a world that's far more intricate than we ever dreamed. Fungi were the pioneers on this planet long before the mighty trees towered overhead or vibrant flowers opened their petals. Visualize them as ancient travelers, boldly establishing themselves on the shores of early Earth. So, the next time you marvel at a tree or bouquet of blossoms, spare a thought for the uncelebrated fungi that paved the way for life as we know it, transforming our world in ways we're only just beginning to understand. Over 1 billion years ago, fungi embarked on a remarkable journey onto land, carving the path for all that followed by breaking down rocks into nutrient-rich soil. These unsung heroes were like the world's first gardeners, laying the groundwork for future plant life. Picture this, ancient landscapes dotted with towering fungal structures that soared above 20 feet. Like nature's skyscrapers, these curious giants, known as prototaxites, might have had their heyday long before our leafy friends claimed the spotlight. Have you ever imagined what Earth looked like before forests and grassy knolls graced the scene? Visualize a barren, alien world where these monumental fungal spires stretched toward the sky, hoisting the ecosystem into the stratosphere. Without fungi's pioneering spirit, our planet might have remained a barren wasteland. Talk about being the quiet rebels of land life. These tiny organisms shaped our vibrant world with patience and a little bit of magic. Now, let's shift gears and enter the realm of micro-mushrooms. You might envision mushrooms as hefty caps ready for your next culinary adventure. But hold your horses, there's an enchanting miniature version that could waltz on the head of a pin. These microscopic marvels appear like dust motes on decaying foliage and fallen branches. Coming alive only under the watchful eye of a magnifying glass, they might be petite, but their role is monumental, breaking down organic matter and spreading spores like confetti at a fungi party. Imagine stumbling upon these minuscule mushrooms glinting like sugar in the underbrush. It's like finding tiny, crystalline treasures glimmering in a hidden world. Who knew that in the grand tapestry of life, such delicate, fleeting beings flourish unnoticed? While we might be entranced by towering trees and vibrant wildflowers, it's the tiny ecosystems that thrive in silence that add profound depth to the natural world around us. And just when you think you've seen it all in the mushroom kingdom, brace yourself for the giants. Some fungi aren't just small wonders. They can grow larger than a human. Take the giant puffball mushroom, for instance, a real heavyweight champion, swelling to the size of a beach ball. These fungal behemoths can weigh in at over 20 pounds. Imagine the shock of wandering a forest and spotting one of these colossal fungi. Now that's a fungal encounter you won't forget. When mature, a single puffball can unleash a storm of spores. Picture a dramatic cloud of smoky spores cascading into the air, swirling and dancing like a confetti shower after an epic party. Mother Nature knows how to throw down a good time. So, Whether you're admiring the imposing towers of ancient fungi or marveling at the minute wonders beneath your feet, it's clear, fungi are the charismatic party planners of the ecosystem, forever transforming the world, one spore at a time. In the heart of tropical forests, the massive bracket fungi cling to tree trunks with the determination of a child refusing to let go of a favorite toy. These colossal fungi, growing wide enough to be a makeshift seat, have a magical flair that could easily land them a role in a fairy tale. Standing before one feels like stepping into a realm where mushrooms aren't just snacks on a salad, but king-sized wonders that loom over the forest like silent giants, reminding us that fungi can be both stunning and staggering. The fungi kingdom is a wild spectrum, ranging from the minuscule to the massive. Enter the world of truffles, the tantalizing underground gems that are essentially mushrooms with an attitude. These aromatic delicacies boast a scent so intoxicating that it can turn even the most civilized animal into a wild beast. The aroma, filled with compounds mimicking pheromones, allows them to communicate a silent siren song to critters. Most notably pigs, who would do anything for a whiff. While pigs once played the lead role in truffle hunting, they lacked the restraint to leave the prized fungi untouched. Enter the canine brigade. With noses as sharp as their owners' appetites, dogs have taken over, sniffing out these elusive treats without devouring the entire stash. Humans have been equally entranced by truffles, sending prices rocketing high due to their musky aromas tickling their gourmet fancies. These fungal treasures turned luxury items are not just tasty, they're nature's well-kept secret, drawing in animals eager to enjoy a divine feast. But wait, the tale of mushrooms doesn't end with indulgent flavors. Deeper in the forest, a hidden network springs to life, a connection that could make social media look basic. Here, trees chat it up, thanks to mycorrhizal fungi forming intricate partnerships with tree roots. This underground alliance allows a sharing economy, where trees trade sugars and water through extensive fungal networks. Imagine a shady tree sending a care package of extra sugars to its sunlit neighbor, all while keeping the transaction under wraps. And when danger creeps in, this underground chat becomes a lifeline. Trees can send chemical signals through the fungal highways, effectively putting the entire forest on high alert. It's like a neighborhood watch system, but way cooler. This fascinating communication between trees has been charmingly dubbed the Wood Wide Web, a title that suggests these flora are much more social than they seem, all thanks to their mushroom friends. So, the next time you stroll through a forest filled with those impressive fungi, take a moment to appreciate their complex world. From truffles luring animals with decadent fragrances to trees gossiping about threats, these mushrooms are far from mere decorations. They're the unsung heroes of the woodland, orchestrating a delicate balance of life, communication, and tasty delights. Leaving us with a reminder that even in the glorious chaos of nature, a little fun exists amid the fungi. Imagine walking through a forest and envisioning the roots beneath your feet not as individual entities but as parts of a grand, interconnected mind. This network is no ordinary web. It's the Wood Wide Web. Fungi play the translator role, enabling communication between towering trees as if they were part of one big family reunion. Picture dozens, even hundreds, of trees linked through a sprawling mycelial network, living in harmony, sharing resources, and having a neighborhood potluck minus the awkward small talk. Old trees, fondly dubbed mother trees, take their nurturing role seriously. They use this underground network to feed their seedlings, ensuring that the next generation grows up strong and healthy. It's like a forest-wide baby shower where all the trees contribute to the future. Meanwhile, as trees near the end of their life cycle, they become thoughtful guardians, passing on valuable resources to younger trees, leaving a legacy and ensuring that their hard work continues. What you see above ground trunks, branches, and leaves is merely half of the story. Dig a little deeper, and you'll discover a bustling fungal kingdom crafting a web as intricate as your smartphone's connectivity. This hidden network keeps the forest alive, enabling it to respond and thrive as a single living organism rather than a mere collection of lonely giants. It's like watching a concert where every musician is in perfect harmony, producing the most beautiful symphony. Fungi also wear another hat: carbon storage. The quiet heroes of forests, they work diligently to move carbon from the air down into the soil. By locking away carbon for centuries in their mycelial networks, These little powerhouses help stabilize the Earth's climate. Think of them as the ultimate bouncers, ensuring excess carbon dioxide doesn't get too rowdy and throw the planet into chaos. Who knew mushrooms could be so socially responsible beneath the surface? What's even cooler is that, even in their decomposition of matter, fungi manage a delicate balancing act, regulating how quickly carbon saunters back into the atmosphere. In today's climate-conscious world, this noble fungus coverage under the soil is key to keeping our environment on an even keel. Talk about secret agents of sustainability. As we fret about climate change, guess what? The mystical mushroom might just be our Earth's best-kept secret to restoring balance. And hey, let's not forget about mushrooms with an interesting diet. They munch on animal dung. Talk about eating local. Am I right? Some species thrive on the nutrient-rich gifts from various animals, transforming waste into a food source. They truly find value in the overlooked. Next time you spot a mushroom in the wild, just think of it as the party-goer who doesn't mind a little mess for a good meal. Nature's recycling champions at their finest. Believe it or not, some fungi thrive in places where most of us would hold our noses and take a hard pass, namely animal dung. Take the Carpranopsis, affectionately dubbed the inky caps. These cheeky little mushrooms pop up right out of manure. Although the scenario might be a tad repulsive, it's actually a clever gardening hack. The nutrients in dung have already been expertly processed by the animals, turning waste into a buffet of goodness for mushrooms. Voila! Life circle of recycling at work. What seems disgusting to us humans is, to these fungi, a golden opportunity. As if that wasn't wild enough, certain mushrooms have quite the spore-launching prowess. They can shoot their spores with such intensity that they catapult them far beyond the confines of the dung heap, perilously landing on fresh grass where herbivores might happily munch and unknowingly take part in a new cycle of life. In the fungi world, nothing is ever wasted. Not even the most unlikely resources. Some fungi have got a fiery side, literally. Enter the pyrophilous fungi, those daring mushrooms that emerge post-forest fire. They've been patiently chilling beneath the surface until flames pass through, clearing the stage for their grand debut. With the previous vegetation annihilated and the ash-rich soil left behind, mushrooms like the morel sprout with astonishing vigor. Talk about making the most of a bad situation. What's more, these fungi thrive as they reshape the ecosystem. The ashes that remain after a blaze create all the right chemistry for these persistent mushrooms to shine. For mushroom hunters, a burned forest transforms into a treasure map, where morels with their honeycombed caps and rich flavors can be found in abundance. But their role goes beyond being the forest's culinary gold. They also speed up nutrient recycling. In their silent, unassuming way, morels act as nature's recovery agents, paving the path for renewal from the ashes of devastation. Now, if you think fungi only thrive in dung and post-disaster terrain, think again. Other mushrooms come equipped with some serious defense tactics. Out in the wild, many mushrooms produce natural antibiotics to fend off pesky bacteria and other microbial foes. Long before the advent of modern medicine, fungi were already hard at work playing chemist. Did you know that penicillin, our first widely used antibiotic, originated from mold, a fungal buddy of mushrooms? But it's not just molds that pack a punch. Some mushrooms boast their very own antimicrobial properties, and researchers are diving into studies to see how they can be utilized for treating infections. In their natural habitat, these chemical compounds are essential for survival, helping fungi combat competitors in their nutrient-laden environment. Just imagine the hidden world of resistance and strategy that thrives beneath our feet. In the vast and varied kingdom of fungi, there's always more than meets the eye. From turning the ultimate waste into high-grade soil to bouncing back after a fiery cleanse, mushrooms are nature's resilient recyclers. With their unique strategies for survival and their contributions to the environment, they remind us that life persists, adapts, and finds humor in the unlikeliest of circumstances. So, the next time you think about mushrooms, remember, they're not just fun to eat, they're also funky little champions of the ecosystem. Nature is a treasure trove of solutions to our human predicaments, often just sitting in plain sight, waiting for us to take a moment to appreciate them. Picture a mushroom sprouting from a fallen log, acting as a miniature alchemist, cooking up its own survival potion while also concocting secret elixirs that could benefit creatures far removed from its woodland enclave. Who knew that these little fungi were holding the keys to our culinary delights? Let's talk about Fundy, the unsung hero that gives us the magic of bread and the cheers of beer. You might not realize it, but that crusty loaf puffing up in the oven or the frothy pint in your hand is all thanks to the incredible world of yeast, a single-cell cousin of mushrooms. These minuscule marvels transform sugars into alcohol and carbon dioxide, elevating our culinary experience while explaining the airy fluff of our sandwiches and the bubbly charm of our favorite brews. Without fungi, our dining tables would look terribly bleak. Imagine a world void of fluffy loaves, elegant wines, or crisp ales. Archaeological digs have unearthed proof of fermentation dating back thousands of years, illustrating that humanity and fungi have been best buds since we first shuffled out of caves. Yes, you can thank these humble organisms for shaping not only our diets but also our cultures, rituals, and celebrations. Every time you tear into a freshly baked loaf or take a long sip of your beverage, you're indulging in a little history. That yeasty goodness you spread on your bagel, it's the invisible handiwork of fungi laboring through the ages, turned into products that bring us joy and sustenance. Who would have thought that tiny, microscopic creatures play such a significant role in our everyday lives? And let's not forget yeast is alive and kicking. When that little packet of yeast is sprinkled into dough or a brewing vat, it's like sending an army of tiny workers to combat the enemy, carbs. These ancient fungi munch on sugar, multiplying at lightning speed and burping out gases that make dough rise and drinks fizz. They might be small, but they're mighty allies. Our love affair with yeast probably began by sheer accident, with wild strains wafting through the air and landing on crushed fruits or damp grains, kickstarting a fermentation frenzy. As our ancestors learned to harness these whimsical little fungi, they became the unsung stars of our kitchens and breweries, turning our food and drink into joyous occasions. Fast forward to today, where modern yeast strains are meticulously bred into hardcore, reliable performers, yet they still proudly remain members of the fungal family. They are not just the weird cousins of mushrooms, they are lifelong partners in creating flavors, bringing people together, and unlocking the vibrant essence of human experience. So, the next time you indulge, remember the tiny fungi that make it all possible. Cheers to yeast. In every loaf of bread and bottle of wine, there lies an unassuming tale of fungi, working behind the scenes like silent but efficient workers. Unbeknownst to the average consumer, billions of microscopic cells are busy turning sweetness into substantial flavors, weaving life's intricate web of connections. Within this hidden world, creatures like the bleeding tooth fungus emerge, displaying eerie beauty and curious qualities that mesmerize any wanderer in the forest. Imagine tripping over a mushroom that seems to sport a fresh injury, its cap adorned with glistening drops of bright red liquid resembling blood. This curious spectacle, known as the bleeding tooth fungus, boasts a reputation for its unsettling appearance. But fret not, this crimson liquid isn't the blood we imagine, but rather a supple exudate filled with vibrant pigments and mystery compounds. The purpose of this peculiar feature is still under debate. Perhaps it regulates moisture, or maybe it acts as a microbial fortress, fending off pests. Wandering through the woods, encountering such bizarre fungi can feel like nature's own magic trick, blending familiarity with fascinating oddities. It's as if the forest decides to share its best-kept secrets, ones not meant for our prying eyes. Instead, these secrets are cleverly designed for the survival of those organisms. As surprised visitors, we stumble upon mushrooms that bleed, reminding us of the enchanting strangeness nature has to offer, like the peculiar allure of crimson jewels spilling onto the mossy floor. Not all mushrooms aim for dramatic flair. Some prefer a more, shall we say, revolting approach. Enter the stinkhorns, notorious fungi that bear an uncanny resemblance to rotting flesh, with odors that rival a dumpster fire. These fungi attract flies and beetles eager for a foul feast. Unbeknownst to the insects, their visits are less about tasting and more about giving these stinkhorns a one-way ticket to spore dispersal. It's pure genius, turning something utterly repulsive into a transportation system for survival. For those unfortunate enough to inhale the pungent stench, it's less of an aura and more of a tactical strategy. But stinkhorns, in their grotesque glory, carry with them not only scents but legends. In various cultures, Their appearance and odor have inspired tales of spirits and folklore, the stench often linked to omens. Yet, what seems malevolent is merely nature's clever ploy, wrapping the ordinary in a cloak of repulsiveness to execute relationships in their own little ecosystem. Digging deeper into the forest's mysteries, we discover fungi play host to an underground world, bustling with activity. Mycelium, the fungal matrix beneath our feet, doesn't simply reside in random threads. It builds sprawling networks akin to intricate cities teeming with life. Like highways meandering underground, these filaments facilitate critical nutrient flow, connecting plants and fungi in a symbiotic dance. Some regions function as thriving marketplaces for resources, while others act as vaults preserving goodies for those rainy days. As the richness of this microbial metropolis unfolds below us, it's hard not to marvel at its complexity. Nature's design is not only resourceful but absolutely enchanting, a testament to life's perseverance and ingenuity. So next time you bite into a slice of bread or pour yourself a glass of wine, remember the lively world thriving just beneath the surface, where fungi work tirelessly doing a silent jig of survival while we munch and sip above. Beneath our feet, a bustling world of fungi operates like a well-oiled machine, outsmarting our finest urban planners. With advanced imaging techniques, scientists have unveiled a hidden society that thrives in the soil, intertwining like an underground metropolis, while we build our sparkling cities. These fungal creatures craft pathways that rival our most sophisticated infrastructure, all without a single architect or construction worker in sight. Talk about efficient engineering. Now, swing by the mushroom market and you'll notice a real oddball among them, the blue staining bolite. This quirky fungus has developed a flair for drama, turning a stunning cobalt blue when its delicate flesh is exposed to air. Imagine a harmless mushroom turning into a vibrant spectacle before your eyes. For mushroom hunters, this whimsical transformation serves as a somewhat reliable indicator to help identify the mushroom, though it doesn't guarantee that every blue beauty is edible. Just the same, isn't it exciting when nature pulls off such a dazzling trick? The enchantment doesn't stop there. Some mushrooms are even olfactory delights. Meet the candycap mushroom, which boasts a fragrance remarkably similar to maple syrup. When these little beauties are dried, the aroma wafts through the air like a pancake breakfast on a Sunday morning. Culinary wizards have caught wind of this magical scent, incorporating these mushrooms into desserts and ice creams to sweeten the deal. Who would have thought a simple forest find could transform an ordinary treat into something extraordinary? Ever wandered through the woods and felt a tingle of anticipation? That's the joy of stumbling upon a candycap mushroom, where nature's hidden kitchen is waiting to be discovered. With scents developed through science, these fungi have tweaked aromas to attract fellow organisms, thereby showcasing their mastery of chemistry. Not everything smells like feet and dirt. Some of these fungi channel their inner perfumers to create scents that enchant our senses and remind us of sweeter times. But hold on before you decide to host a fungal fragrance festival. Be careful, not all mushrooms come bearing gifts. Some varieties emit smells that would clear out a room faster than a broken can of beans. Fungi exhibit this uncanny ability to dictate who stays and who goes, using their scents for survival. While some entice our noses to linger, others ensure we keep moving, so we don't end up with an unwanted taste of their bitter flavor. Thus, every twist and turn in the fungal kingdom is an adventure in design and chemistry, bringing layers of wonder beneath the surface we often ignore, with dynamic shapes and whimsical properties. Mushrooms are the enchanting maestros of our environment. They're cloaked in mystery, hiding shades of blue, sweet maple aromas, and even a not-so-pleasant stink. Next time you're walking through a forest, remember, beneath those leaves, an extraordinary, vibrant city thrives, waiting for you to discover its delightfully bizarre secrets. Imagine wandering through a forest, hit by an olfactory wall that ranges from sweet coconut to nutty almonds. Welcome to the world of mushrooms, where their fragrances create a surprising culinary symphony. These fungi emit scents reminiscent of familiar foods, making their aroma as diverse as the flowers blooming nearby. It's like they've raided our kitchen cupboards to blend together a delightful medley of smells, turning forest strolls into aromatic adventures. Take the agaricus, for instance. Its fragrance is so nutty that foragers often use it to identify these mushrooms, sniffing out dinner ingredients in the damp undergrowth. It's a nifty trick, no need for fancy labels when your nose can do the talking. Then there's the coconut-scented russula, bringing tropical vibes to temperate woodlands. Next time you catch a whiff of these fungi, imagine a beachside snack now that's a forest fantasy. These enchanting aromas are thanks to volatile compounds that drift through the air, inviting animals for a taste or warding off potential threats. For humans, it's an exciting treasure hunt. Leaning close enough and you might just smell dessert or a fresh fruit cocktail waiting to be discovered. The forest offers up secret flavors, inviting us to engage with nature in a uniquely scrumptious way, turning casual walks into multi-sensory experiences. Let's dig a little deeper. Mushrooms are vitamin D powerhouses. While few foods naturally carry this essential vitamin, mushrooms have a nifty trick up their sleeve. Like sunbathing celebrities, they convert sunlight into vitamin D when kissed by its rays. This magical transformation is their secret source for vitality, making mushrooms not just edible delights but also vital health boosters that human bodies yearn for. Who knew fungi could share such a sunlit secret, sweet and nutritious all at once? Consider this: a handful of sundred mushrooms offers as much vitamin D as fancy supplements. In some cultures, fresh mushrooms enjoy a sunny spa day before they're served. It's an adorable little dance with nature, enhancing their nutritional punch while boosting the health of anyone brave enough to indulge. Just picture mushrooms soaking up the rays like a sunbather, ready to pack a wholesome punch with every bite. Even in the shadowy depths of a moody forest, mushrooms aren't entirely cut off from the sun's life-giving warmth. When sunlight graces them, they hold onto that energy like tiny food factories, forging a mystical bridge between light, soil, and life. Each mushroom not only nourishes our bodies but also plays a critical role in connecting the forest ecosystem, which can feel almost magical. So, next time you see a mushroom, remember you're looking at a sun-soaked marvel, teeming with nature's vibrant chemistry. Some mushrooms are the show-offs of the forest, glowing softly in the dark like tiny lanterns at a fairy convention. Their secret, a cocktail of chemicals luciferin and lucifer that light them up from within. It's as if nature decided to mix poison with poetry, crafting fungi that can kill you and mesmerize you at the same time. These luminous mushrooms aren't just putting on a light show for fun. Scientists think their eerie glow might serve several sneaky purposes: warning predators to stay away, attracting insects to help spread spores, or simply saying, "Hey, I'm here, look at me." Whatever the reason, their radiance turns ordinary forest nights into scenes from a fantasy movie. Imagine wandering through the woods at midnight, and suddenly the ground begins to glow with soft green and blue hues. The trees fade into shadow while the forest floor hums with ghostly light. It's equal parts breathtaking and terrifying, like discovering the earth has been hiding a secret nightlife beneath your feet. For centuries, people believed glowing fungi were signs of spirits or omens. Travelers whispered that the lights guided lost souls, or marked places where the veil between worlds was thin. And honestly, when you see them shimmering like whispers of the dead, it's easy to understand why folklore went wild with imagination. Science, of course, has since stripped away the mysticism, at least on paper. We now know it's chemistry, not ghosts. Yet even with the equations solved, that sense of wonder remains. These mushrooms have turned survival into spectacle. Using light itself as armor against the darkness, defense has never looked so dazzling. But not all mushrooms settle for being mysterious. Some prefer to be downright deadly. Enter the death cap Amanita phalads, the silent assassin of the fungal world. At first glance, it's a picture of innocence. Pale green cap, white stalk, nothing flashy. You could pass it in the woods and think, that'd look great in an armlet. Big mistake. Inside that delicate frame lurks a motoshin, one of nature's cruelest creations. Just half a cap is enough to end a human life. The real trick, though, is how patient it is. Symptoms often take hours to appear, giving victims a false sense of safety before their liver and kidneys begin to fail. There's no antidote, only desperate measures. Hospitals can offer fluids, maybe a liver transplant if you're lucky. Survival depends on timing, luck, and biology's fickle mercy. For centuries, this unassuming little mushroom has claimed lives by the thousands, its quiet beauty hiding catastrophic power. The death cap is a perfect reminder that nature doesn't do morality. It doesn't label what's good or evil. It simply creates sometimes healers, sometimes killers, often both in the same fragile form. The forest, in all its splendor, holds beauty and terror side by side. And perhaps that's the real magic of mushrooms. They embody life's contradictions. Some glow to warn, others to beguile. Some feed us, others destroy us. Yet even the deadliest among them remind us that wonder and danger often share the same roots and sometimes the same radiant light. In the tumultuous 19th century, cholera was the ultimate party crasher, sweeping through Europe and Asia like an unwelcome guest. Desperation filled the air as people clamored for cures. And who would have thought the answer lay in the shadows of the fungal kingdom? Enter Penicillium gorum, a peculiar fungus that turned out to be a formidable foe against the cholera bacterium. This little hero was the precursor to penicillin, hinting at the medicinal magic fungi held long before anyone had a clue. Fast forward to a time when entire cities quaked in terror of disease and surprise. Relief emerged not from laboratories or mystic potions, but from a humble mold growing in damp corners. The discovery was a whisper of destiny, foreshadowing the antibiotic revolution that would forever change the landscape of medicine. Who knew that beneath those innocuous mushrooms lay the potential to fend off humanity's fiercest enemies? Fungi truly became guardians, standing valiantly between us and a myriad of deadly foes. And that's not where fungi's quirks end. These enchanting organisms have a knack for remembering past experiences. Yes, you heard that right. In controlled experiments, researchers watched in wonder as fungal networks reacted dynamically to environmental shifts. Imagine fungi adjusting their behavior based on previous moisture levels or nutrient availability. It's like they're equipped with a biological GPS. This memory is not like a human's, but rather encoded in the intricate threads, making them champions of adaptability in the wild. Take a stroll through a forest, and it's not just trees and leaves that catch your eye. Beneath your feet lies a bustling community of fungi, alive with more than just growth. It's a landscape buzzing with memories. Each network of mycelium whispers tales of storms, droughts, and fires, silently weaving resilience into the ecosystem. It's as if the very soil keeps a history book written in hidden threads, capturing the essence of survival for all its inhabitants. As winter rolls in like an ice-cold blanket, you might think mushrooms would throw in the towel. But oh, how wrong you'd be. Certain mushroom species flaunt their resilience like a badge of honor. Some can endure freezing solid literally. Their water crystallizes into ice, yet once the warmth returns, they're back in business as if nothing happened. Others defy the frost, pushing their caps through layers of snow, undaunted and ready to party. What's their secret, you ask? It's all thanks to antifreeze-like compounds, little miracles that keep their cells intact and thriving even in the chilliest of conditions. Imagine those fungal warriors lounging beneath the snow, cozy and cool, just waiting for spring to burst forth with life. When the world is locked in a frosty grip, these fun-loving fungi triumph over winter's harshness with unmatched resilience. They redefine what it means to be tough in the most delightful way imaginable. So, next time you spot a mushroom poking up through the thawing ground or see a fungus creeping bravely across a log, take a moment to marvel at their quiet strength. These fungal heroes have not only shaped medical history but also the very fabric of life on Earth. They remind us of the power of memory, adaptability, and resilience. Who knew that the small, unassuming fungi could pack such a punch? From fighting diseases to thriving in icy realms, they are the real MVPs of nature. Mushrooms are like the tough little rebels of the plant kingdom, defying the odds by thriving in some of the planet's harshest environments. Picture a lone mushroom sprouting valiantly through thick layers of sparkling snow. What a sight! It's almost like they're shaking their caps at tough conditions that would make even the hardiest plants tuck their roots in for a long, cozy nap. These colorful fungi silently work their magic, reminding us that life has a way of pushing through in the bleakest of places. Speaking of magic, mushrooms have a long, rich history in the world of traditional medicine. From ancient China to the vast landscapes of Siberia, people have cherished mushrooms as healing wonders for centuries. The revered reishi mushroom, dubbed the mushroom of immortality, promises longevity and vitality in Chinese medicine. Meanwhile, in Japan, shiitake mushrooms were fancy enough to grace the tables of nobility, touted as necessary tonics for good health. Talk about a fungi status symbol. These tiny powerhouses have captivated not just our ancestors but also modern scientists who are now uncovering their medicinal secrets. That mushroom tea you're sipping or those fancy extracts are part of a tradition that dates back thousands of years. Who knew you'd be part of a historic appreciation for fungi? The fascinating bond between humans and these little organisms is grounded not only in their utility but also in a deep-seated reverence, making every mushroom encounter feel like a moment of awe. Now, let's chat about one enchanting variety, the lion's mane mushroom. This beauty resembles a frozen waterfall with its cascading, icicle-like spines. But it's not just about looks. This stunner packs a punch by supporting the growth of nerve cells. With the help of certain compounds, like herosnorms and aronas, lion's mane mushrooms gear up to revitalize our nervous systems, our very own natural brain boosters. Decades of traditional Asian medicine have long sung the praises of lion's mane as the go-to brain tonic, and now the scientific community is rallying behind it. The notion that a fuzzy mushroom can hold the key to tackling terrifying neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's is nothing short of astonishing. Can you imagine? We may well be on the brink of revolutionary therapies hiding in the quiet, shadowy nooks of our forests. And let's not forget, each time we incorporate mushrooms into our meals or health regimens, we're participating in a ritual that celebrates old knowledge. It's a whimsical dance through time, highlighting the importance of these fungi while we marvel at what clever discoveries may still be waiting just beneath the surface. Each bite, each drink, whispers tales of ancient healers and the ever-evolving relationship between humans and the mushroom kingdom. A reminder that nature is truly a treasure trove of surprises. Picture this, a puffball mushroom sitting quietly, all spherical and innocent in the forest. But wait until it's mature when the magic happens. When touched by a playful raindrop, a curious hand, or even a clumsy animal, it erupts in a humorous poof, releasing a cloud of spores like a mini fireworks display. It's like watching a ninja burst forth from hiding, sending tiny, shimmering capsules of possibility floating into the wind, ready to create new life. Children and foragers find immense joy in these delightful displays, often laughing as they poke the puffballs to witness the spoofy spectacle. Beyond the fun, this strategy is a cunning move in the fungi realm. Imagine trillions of spores, each a little chance for survival, dispersed in a single burst. It's nature's way of saying, I'm here, I'm thriving, and I'm not going anywhere. Witnessing this spore explosion truly feels like observing life's sheer determination, packaged in a fleeting cloud of fungal fluff. Now, let's step back and consider the bigger picture. Fungi are the unsung heroes of forest ecosystems. Each autumn, as nature lays down its colorful carpet of leaves, these incredible organisms start the crucial work of decomposition. Armed with their secret weapon, powerful enzymes, they break down tough materials such as cellulose and lignin, turning organic matter into nutrient gold. What may seem like slow-going decay is, in fact, a masterful recycling process happening at every turn. Every crumb of decomposed leaf releases vital nutrients back into the earth, fostering new growth come spring. The vibrant flowers that bloom and the blades of grass that sway owe a part of their life to this unseen magic. As you meander through the autumn woods, revel in the notion that you're walking atop an intricate economy powered by mushrooms, where every matte brown leaf contributes to a cycle that stretches back to time immemorial. Without these diligent fungi, our planet would become a cluttered mess, overwhelmed by fallen leaves, snapped branches, toppled trees, and countless critters laying low, with billions of leaves plummeting each year. Without our fungal friends, we'd be buried knee-deep in debris. Imagine that, nature's version of an eternal laundry pile, absolutely not a cute sight. Enter the fungi, the ultimate recyclers. They're nature's little demolition experts, armed with enzymes that break down even the toughest molecules in wood, leaves, and bones. They take what's solid, seemingly final, and transform it into rich soil and nourishing air, paving the way for the next generation of life. It's earthy magic, folks turning what once was into a life-giving miracle. So, the next time you stumble upon a puffball or catch a whiff of that earthy aroma in a forest, think of the marvelous transition occurring beneath your feet. It's a whisper from nature, a reminder that life is a cycle, interconnected and utterly dependent on these magnificent fungi working silently in the background. Embrace the chaos of fallen leaves, for without it, our world would be a much grimmer and messier place. Imagine a world without fungi, the mystical fungi. Forests would become stifled jungles, weighed down by their own decaying matter. Those adorable little mushrooms do more than just sprout. They're the ultimate recyclers, turning yesterday's leftovers into today's foliage. Every step on the fragile forest floor is a testament to the fungal fraternity, tirelessly rejuvenating our beloved earth and ensuring it breathes easy. They're the quiet, unseen heroes keeping our planet from wallowing in its own history. Now, in the daylight, some mushrooms put on a masterclass in camouflage. They hide themselves amidst trees, leaves, and dirt, making you wonder if they've gone into witness protection. But wait until night falls. Suddenly, they burst into a dazzling display of bioluminescent colors, glowing greens, blues, and yellows, transforming the woodland into a surreal dreamscape. It's as though you've entered a magical realm where enchanted mushrooms are lighting the path just for you, like tiny ghostly lanterns illuminating the forest floor. What's the secret behind this glowing glamour? It's a nifty chemical dance happening within their cells. Much like the light show that makes fireflies twinkle, some fungi prefer to save their energy during the day, only strutting their luminous stuff when the sun goes down. For centuries, this nocturnal glow sparked tales of mischievous forest spirits, guiding or leading travelers astray on moonlit nights, proving that the forest has its own whimsical nightlife. If you think that's impressive, check this out. Fungi can also play farmer. They partner up with algae or cyanobacteria to create lichen, those delightful splashes of color that adorn rocks and trees. Lichens are the ultimate dynamic duos in the natural world. Fungi provide a sturdy home, shielding their green partners while also holding onto moisture. In return, these gallant algae whip up food through photosynthesis, creating a beautiful alliance of life forms that thrive in places so extreme even the toughest species dare not go. From Arctic tundras to bare cliffs and even deserts, lichens are like nature's ancient adventurers. They kickstart the process of turning rock into soil, painting a tapestry of vibrant colors: green, yellow, and orange across the land. These fungi aren't just foragers, they act as the architects of new ecosystems, showcasing the power of cooperation. Lichens personify a brilliant truth: sometimes, survival isn't about who's the toughest, it's about teamwork that transcends different kingdoms of life. So, let's give a standing ovation to fungi and their lichen exploits. They remind us that nature runs on collaboration, blending skills, and fostering life. Every little lichen tells a fascinating tale of unity and survival, proving that in the vast, wild world, cooperation often triumphs over competition. With each partnership hidden in plain sight, the fungi go about their noble duties, securing our planet's tomorrow while evoking wonder and delight in the hearts of curious observers everywhere. Certain mushrooms are like the introverted artist of the food world. They only reveal their true colors when properly cooked. Take the morels, for example. If you attempt to munch on these raw delicacies, your stomach will likely stage a protest. But toss them into a pan with a splash of oil, and voila! You've got a gourmet treat bursting with nutty, earthy notes that would make any celebrity chef swoon. It's cooking's magical transformation that can turn a meal from potentially hazardous to utterly delicious. Then there are shiitake mushrooms, which are the flavorful divas of the fungal family. You can't really appreciate their rich aroma and nutrient-packed profile until they are kissed by heat. It's as if every mushroom has an untold story hidden inside, waiting for that fiery moment of revelation. Knowledge of how to coax out these flavors has been passed down through generations, reminding us that the journey from danger to delight is positively alchemical, turning fungus into something fabulous. While some mushrooms are all about culinary delight, others have a bit of an attitude problem. Meet the bitter bolete, a mushroom that looks like a star player but tastes like a mouthful of regret. One tiny bite can sabotage an entire dish. Who knew mushrooms could be such prima donnas? Which brings us to their defensive tactics. Instead of throwing toxins at their enemies, they rely on these soul-sucking bitter flavors to send even the hungriest animals flying for the hills. Nature's own warning label, if you will. Not all mushrooms are vying for a place on the dinner table. Some are quite content to play a different role. They're the recyclers of the forest, breaking down organic matter and enriching the soil for future growth. While they may not taste good to us, their contribution to the ecosystem is invaluable, This reminder of nature's diversity adds layers to our understanding of food. Not everything is edible, nor should it be. The forest thrives on balance, and taste invites the age-old conversation between species about who gets to enjoy a meal and who doesn't. In the wild world of fungi, there are mushrooms that can take you on an adventure without leaving your living room. You've probably heard of the infamous psilocybin mushrooms, the ones that spark curiosity, controversy, and occasionally wearing tie-dye shirts at a music festival. These sensation-altering little gems invite you to explore the kaleidoscope of human perception, offering a glimpse beyond the mundane. They create the kind of visions and experiences that could make standing in line at the grocery store seem like an exhilarating ride. And what's even crazier, the fact that these hallucinogenic mushrooms aren't just about personal journeys, they are also a complex part of our ecosystems. While we might sometimes see them as party favors, they're intricately linked to broader environmental cycles. So, in a sense, they are nature's wild side, an essential thread in the fabric of life that encourages self-discovery while supporting the health of Mother Earth. So, next time you're pondering what mushrooms to include in your next meal or adventure, consider the wild tales they have to tell, from transforming culinary experiences to igniting the imagination. These fungi remind us that food and nature are more interconnected than we may realize. They teach us to appreciate the complex relationships we share with the natural world, emphasizing the delicate balance of existence hidden right beneath our feet. For centuries, mushrooms have been the life of the spiritual party, used in shamanic rituals. These fungi were believed to be the keys to unlocking divine connections. Nowadays, scientists are taking a closer look at these slippery little guys for their potential in treating heavyweights like depression, anxiety, and addiction. Isn't it mind-boggling to consider that something found in the forest soil can mess with human consciousness? Talk about nature's mystery with a side of biology. Ancient cave paintings from Spain and Algeria might just show us that our ancestors had a thing for mushrooms too. Imagine early humans holding what looked like mushrooms, dancing around in vibrant colors, living it up in a prehistoric rave. Scholars think these murals indicate our forebears weren't just about food, they were hunting for spiritual experiences too. The thought of people, tens of thousands of years ago, indulging in fungal adventures sparks a bridge across time, connecting us to their wild imagination. Picture it, ancient folks gathered around flickering firelight, smeared in ochre, painting mushrooms on cave walls, maybe suggesting the journeys they took while under their influence. It's almost poetic how these fungi have shaped culture, ritual, and storytelling since art first struck a canvas. It's a picturesque scene revealing a timeless bond with mushrooms, which have persistently intertwined with survival and creativity across the ages. In today's world dominated by plastics, mushrooms are stepping up to deliver a greener alternative. Yes, our little fungal friends can be turned into biodegradable packaging. Mycelium can be nurtured into molds that serve as lightweight, yet remarkably durable, shields for our precious goods. Once dry, they resemble polystyrene foam but pack a biodegradable punch. Companies are moving to swap styrofoam for these fabulous fungal creations in shipping and cushioning, making waste management less of a horror story. What's even cooler, this mushroom packaging is entirely compostable and leaves behind no nasty pollutants. As we increasingly search for sustainable solutions, it's astonishing that a living organism sprouting in the forest might just be the answer to our packaging crisis. As agricultural waste feeds the mycelium, it underscores how renewable our little friends really are. Imagine unboxing your new gadget and knowing it didn't contribute to the landfills. Now that's a win-win. So, the next time you see mushrooms, don't just think of your pizza toppings or that quirky friend obsessed with foraging. Think of these magical beings as pioneers of well-being and environmentally friendly innovation champions of a circular lifestyle. Gone are the days when plastic reigns supreme. Fungi are bringing hope that packaging can harmoniously blend back into nature and get in rhythm with the life cycle of Earth, one box at a time. Imagine a world where your walls are not just made of brick and plaster but are instead proudly lined with living fungal networks. Researchers have stumbled upon the remarkable prowess of mycelium as an eco-friendly fire retardant. Unlike conventional materials like plastic and wood that decide to ignite and release toxic fumes at the hint of a flame, mycelium composites char and smolder instead. They resist fire without spitting out those dangerous gases, making them perfect contenders for insulation, furniture, and even building materials. Picture this, a cozy home with walls that not only guard against the elements but also form a barrier against fire, all thanks to the clever little mycelium. This earthy marvel relies on specific components in its cell walls, chitin and polysaccharides that work together to thwart flames. It's like nature's own secret weapon. Fungi have gifted us with these ingenious materials, but we're just beginning to unwrap this present from Mother Nature. It's a reminder that sometimes, the quietest organisms around us offer the most groundbreaking solutions. Now, let's talk about a game changer for fashion and sustainability: mycelium-derived leather. Gone are the days when procuring leather meant an environmentally costly process that took ages. Say hello to Mica leather, a fabulous alternative that's eco-friendly and oh so chic. Grown from the same mycelium, these sheets can be tanned and crafted to replicate that opulent leather look and feel. But without any of the guilt, designers are buzzing, whipping up stylish shoes and snazzy handbags, proving that fashion can be sustainable. What's even more impressive, Mica leather can be cultivated in just a few weeks, needs far less water, and most importantly, spares animals from any harm. It's adjustable too, whether you want a soft velvety finish or a smooth, glossy texture. Mycelium's got your back. The surreal thought that the same growing organism we see sprouting mushrooms could morph into your next favorite jacket or chair is simply mind-blowing. Talk about fungi, nature's little inventors. Let's not stop there. Some mushrooms are literally turning icy landscapes into a scene from a winter wonderland with their antifreeze capabilities. In these frostbitten forests, certain mushrooms quirkily produce proteins and sugars that act like natural ice melters. They've got secrets that help keep their cells intact even during brutal cold snaps. It's as if Mother Nature designed these fungi with winter survival strategies that prevent sharp ice crystals from laying waste to their delicate structures. Mushrooms truly reveal themselves as multitaskers in the grand scheme of nature. They don't just feed us or recycle waste. They are masters of innovation, offering humanity new materials that boast not only aesthetic appeal but heartwarming ethics and sustainability. Who knew a walk in the woods could lead to such fascinating discoveries? It seems nature has been subtly teaching us how to live a greener lifestyle all along. So, while we sip our lattes and marvel at the latest trends in eco-conscious living, let's remember to give a nod to fungi. From fireproof houses to stylish and cruelty-free leather, these little wonders are reshaping our future. They remind us that a quiet kingdom, hidden beneath our feet, holds incredible tools that not only protect homes but also redefine industry norms as we embrace sustainability. Let's keep an eye on what the fungi have in store for us next. In the world of fungi, there's a secret life happening right under our feet. These humble organisms are not just decomposers. They play an extraordinary role in reshaping frozen landscapes. Not only do they break down leaves and wood during the long winter slumber, but some fungi have the magical ability to seep into their icy surroundings, loosening the grip of frost. Scientists are now diving into these natural antifreezes to discover greener ways to protect crops from frost and keep our roads safe from freezing without the harsh chemicals. Imagine a tiny mushroom, often no bigger than your hand, quietly working wonders beneath the snow. Fungi are nature's little miners, extracting minerals from rocks as if they have a secret toolbox hidden away. While they may lack muscles and fancy equipment, they've mastered the art of mining like pros. Some species release organic acids that dissolve rock over time, releasing precious nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and potassium into the soil. This ancient practice may date back over 1 billion years, when fungi were the original pioneers on barren landscapes, laying the groundwork for forests and fields to flourish. It's like the world's oldest pre-dinner date, fungi paving the way for plants to crash the party. Even today, we can find lichens, the dynamic duo of fungi and algae, carving their mark on cliffs and gravestones. These tiny warriors have an uncanny ability to reshape whole mountainsides over the centuries, one little molecule at a time. Inspired by their mastery, scientists are now dreaming about biomining technologies that could harvest rare elements in a much gentler way compared to our heavy-handed human machines. Imagine standing in front of a rocky outcrop and discovering its being gradually feasted on by these silent fungal creatures. Now that's patience in action. And let's not forget the ultimate survivalists, mushrooms that thrive on radioactive waste. In places like Chernobyl, where almost everything else has withered away, these resilient fungi are throwing a wild party amidst the ruins. They're armed with melanin, the same stuff that gives our skin its color. But in these fungi, it transforms radiation into energy through a bizarre process called radiosynthesis. So instead of fearing radiation, these mushrooms are like, no biggie, we'll just turn it into something useful. This mind-blowing ability reveals extraordinary possibilities for our future. Just picture fungi helping us clean up radioactive waste or providing protection to astronauts as they venture into deep space. In disaster zones, these mushrooms stand as a testament to nature's adaptability, showing us that life can not only endure but thrive in the face of the unimaginable. They twist danger into nourishment and gift us hope, reminding us that even in the darkest situations, life finds a way to flourish. So next time you spot a mushroom peeking through the ground, take a moment to appreciate it. This little guy might be small, but it embodies resilience, a trait we could all learn from, nature's soft little ambassadors. Fungi remind us that even in the most challenging conditions, life persists and sometimes, with a touch of humor, finds a way to thrive. In the grand theater of evolution, what might seem toxic for us turns out to be a delightful feast for fungi. Mother Nature certainly has a flair for the dramatic, showcasing her uncanny knack for making connections where you'd least expect them. Think about it. When the first intrepid green plants finally decided to leave their cozy oceanic homes, they were greeted by a rocky, nutrient-poor world. Talk about a rough welcome wagon. But fear not, for fungi were already on set, ready to play their starring role as the ultimate plant sidekick. In this epic saga of survival, fossils reveal these fungi heroes were more than just the silent spectators, they were the all-important partners. While plants were busy attempting to make the best of a barren landscape, fungi swooped in, offering essential nutrients in exchange for sugary plant snacks. This fabulous collaboration birthed the first humble soils, laying down a foundation for the lush landscapes we enjoy today. Without this dynamic duo, who knows, we might find ourselves gazing upon a mute, dull expanse instead of the vibrant green tapestry of trees and meadows that blanket our planet. Fast forward to today, and every time you stroll through a sun-dappled field or admire a towering tree, you're actually walking on the legacy forged by those ancient partnerships. Who would have thought that beneath your feet lies the expert handiwork of fungi, nurturing the ground for hundreds of millions of years? It's as if each blade of grass is a shout-out to those little mushroom laborists who paved the way for vibrant life on land. Seriously, if soil could talk, it would sing a ballad in praise of fungi. But wait, there's more. These sneaky little fungi haven't limited their magical talents just to land. Nope, they've branched out, stitching their whimsical mycelium threads into the coral reefs below. Yes, you heard right. Marine fungi have been discovered frolicking alongside corals, mingling in a vibrant underwater dance. This unlikely partnership could protect corals from pathogens, regulate nutrients, or stabilize the delicate reef ecosystems we hold dear, while terrestrial fungi often steal the spotlight. Their marine cousins quietly lend a helping hand beneath the waves. Just imagine fungi gliding through coral polyps, silently masterminding an intricate survival plan. If corals are the architects building the reefs, fungi are undoubtedly the devoted caretakers, ensuring everything remains balanced and thriving. It's a beautiful reminder that, even underwater, life isn't a solo act. It's all about partnerships, teamwork, and a sprinkle of shared wisdom, proving that nature thrives on collaboration in all its forms. And here's the fun twist. Fungi are not just multi-talented partners, they're also prolific producers, masters of adaptability. These fungi can reproduce in style sexually or asexually. Just picture them unleashing their spores into the air like confetti at a party, quickly establishing colonies like pros. This asexual burst gives them remarkable reach across diverse habitats. But they don't stop there when they engage in sexual reproduction. They exchange genetic material, cooking up exciting variations that help them tackle new challenges and adapt to shifting environments. So, the next time you're munching on a mushroom pizza, take a moment to appreciate the hidden forces at play, from forming alliances with ancient plants to drifting gracefully among corals. fungi reveal themselves as the ultimate survivors and partners of life on Earth. Whether on solid ground or under the sea, they remain the unsung heroes, seamlessly weaving connections that keep our ecosystems thriving and diverse. Picture this, a funky organism that can flip its reproductive strategy like a light switch depending on the mood or circumstances. Yep, some fungi have nailed the art of survival by having a double act, one method for speed and another for sticking around. This level of versatility is like a survival superhero move in the biological world. Every mushroom popping up might just be a product of an epic cloning family reunion or a hodgepodge of genetic mixing. It's like nature's own variety show. And get this, some fungal species boast over 20,000 different genders. That's right, in the magical realm of fungi, where the party never stops, reproduction goes wild with diversity. Take the split-gill mushroom, for example. It's like a dating app gone wild with over 2,300 mating types. Now, before you think about assigning labels, these genders are more like compatibility codes hidden in their DNA, ensuring that nearly any two fungi can mate and make magic happen. This setup works wonders, steering clear of inbreeding and cooking up dazzling genetic combos that increase resilience through the generations. While us humans keep things binary, fungi are the cool kids at the biological prom who throw a party with tens of thousands of options. Thinking about how a mushroom loves is like peeking into the mind of evolution itself, which reminds us that life can get wonderfully messy, defying every category we cling to. And in this delightful fungal world, diversity isn't just an added bonus, it's the main act. Take the puffball mushroom, for example. When it's fully matured, it transforms into a squishy sphere jam packed with a fine, powdery spore dust. Think of it as nature's confetti. Just a soft nudge from a raindrop or a curious finger can trigger dramatic release, puffing out a smoky cloud into the air. What looks like an innocent puff of dust is actually a vibrant storm of microscopic live action. When a puffball goes off, it's like the forest takes a deep breath. A single massive puffball can unleash trillions of spores, far exceeding the number of humans ever to walk the planet. Most of those little jokers will wander off and land in not-so-friendly locations, a dry rock here, a barren soil patch there, but some are destined for greatness, finding just the right cozy spot to kickstart a brand new colony. It's all about playing the numbers game, tossing plenty of spores into the wind and hoping some find a happy home. In the grand scheme of things, this strategy is all about overwhelming odds with sheer abundance. Watching a puffball burst forth like a mini explosion is akin to witnessing a symphony of spores launching into the world. It's a reminder of how life keeps spinning its tales, even in the tiniest corners of nature. So, the next time you spot a funky mushroom, remember, it's not just a casual encounter, it's a whole universe of possibilities waiting to unfold. In a twist of fate, invisibility steps into the spotlight, launching a wild fungal mystery into the air high above busy cities. Picture spores, those tiny, enigmatic bits of the fungal kingdom, floating gracefully on warm breezes like silent messengers. They aren't just relegated to shadowy forests. No, they've decided to take a life of adventure, hitching rides up to the stratosphere with reckless abandon. Studies have confirmed that these minuscule wonders are actually thriving thousands of feet above concrete jungles, mingling with dust and pollen. With every inhale you take while strutting down a bustling street, you're unknowingly welcoming pieces of far-off forests and gardens into your lungs. Yes, even amid all that steel and concrete, there's a hidden camaraderie with the secretive fungal networks thriving just out of sight. The air becomes a poetic bridge, a classic love story of sorts, uniting urban life with wild ecosystems. So, next time you're weaving through pedestrian traffic, remember, those spores are right there, supporting a channel of unseen connections to nature itself. And here's the kicker, these little powerhouses might even have a say in global weather patterns. Hard to believe, right? While they might not look like much, those spores zip into the atmosphere, acting like tiny seeds that gather water droplets around themselves. It's in this curious dance where clouds take form, leading to moisture that falls as rain thanks to our quiet fungal friends. This concept is still fresh and under study, but the notion that mushrooms could impact climate rhythms has us looking at the great outdoors in a whole new light. Imagine a sprightly mushroom releasing its spores in a verdant forest, only for them to end up as raindrops days later, splashing down across fields, rivers, And who knows where else? Fungi seamlessly blur the lines between the ground and the sky, reminding us that life is one great uninterrupted flow, reaching up, out, and beyond borders. Who knew a stroll in the park might also come with a side of atmospheric influence? But wait, there's more. Fungus isn't just a weather whisperer. They double as secret agents for environmental recovery. In the gritty aftermath of human industry, certain fungi put on their superhero capes, silently absorbing heavy metals like lead, mercury, and cadmium from polluted soils. They pull these toxic elements into their mycelial threads, effectively trapping them like nature's own cleaning crew. Now that's a talent one doesn't expect to find in the world of mushrooms. This impressive process, known as mycoremediation, offers a beacon of hope for cleaning contaminated lands without the extreme measures of digging or dousing chemicals everywhere. We're talking about a solution that's as eco-friendly as it is effective, led by the often overlooked fungi. A little love for our leafy and moldy friends could mean a lot for our planet, reminding us that sometimes the smallest heroes work behind the scenes, directly improving the world while sporting a low profile. Next time you marvel at a sturdy tree or a vibrant garden, remember that a thriving network of fungi is likely working hard beneath the surface. As you savor the aromas of city life mixed with the earthiness of nature, consider the fungi tracing invisible paths all around, helping restore our planet in their own quirky, humble way. Who knew that with each step, we carry a piece of that magnificent underground world with us? Life is full of delightful surprises, even when they're hiding just above our heads. Mushrooms might seem like humble underdogs of nature, but they're the unsung heroes of regeneration. They sprout defiantly in ruined landscapes, transforming poisoned ground into a sanctuary of life and resilience, acting as nature's alchemists. These fungal wonders have an incredible knack for turning toxic wastelands into fertile soil, showcasing that the healing of our planet often begins with patience rather than industrial machinery. Who knew the quiet labor of mushrooms could pack such a punch? Consider their superhero-like ability to tackle oil spills. It's like they're working overtime in the cleanup crew. When oil seeps into soil or water, it creates a mess that drags on for decades. But certain mushrooms come to the rescue, breaking down harmful hydrocarbons into harmless substances. These fungi don't merely exist. They use enzymes that dismantle toxic sludge, coaxing the land back to life. Areas once drenched in oily goo can flourish within mere weeks, bursting forth with vibrant plants, while birds and bugs joyfully return. Imagine a beach that once looked like a scene from a disaster movie slowly morphing back into a green playground. With the help of those humble fungi, oil-soaked shores can reclaim their former beauty, and it's not just human efforts at play here. Nature has its antidotes, often hiding in plain sight in organisms we tend to overlook. It's a reminder that the solutions to our greatest environmental challenges may already be growing under our feet, waiting to enlighten us with their resilience. Now, let's talk about a delicious twist. Some mushrooms boast flavors so sweet, they could make chocolate jealous. While most fungi flirt with earthy, savory notes, a select few break the mold with hints of cocoa and caramel. The science behind this burst of flavor: unique aromatic compounds that tickle our taste buds just like the cocoa from our favorite desserts. It's mind-blowing to think that a stroll in the forest could lead to a tasty surprise, where warm, sugary aromas waft through the trees like pastries cooling on a kitchen counter. Chefs everywhere are practically drooling at the potential these chocolate-like mushrooms bring to the table. Imagine nettles sautéed with mushrooms that taste like fudge, or desserts crafted not from cacao beans but from the enchanted bounty of the forest. It's culinary magic, a delightful blurring of expectations that reminds us mushrooms can deliver soaring flavors that echo the comforts we crave in our treats. And just when you think fungi can't surprise you further, some glow a mesmerizing green. These bioluminescent beauties light up the night like nature's own lanterns, creating a scene straight out of a mystical fairy tale. What a visual treat to stumble upon glowing mushrooms while trekking through the woods, offering whimsical illumination in the dark. They remind us that the fungal kingdom is not just about practicality. It has a flair for the dramatic, dazzling us with nature's artistry. So, whether they're cleaning up our environmental messes or dazzling our taste buds, mushrooms remind us that beneath their unassuming caps lies a treasure trove of wonder. These remarkable organisms encourage us to look closer at what's around us and appreciate the intricacies of nature. After all, the world is filled with surprises waiting to be uncovered if only we take the time to notice and savor each delightful moment. In the depths of tropical forests, a magical phenomenon awaits those who dare to wander after dark. Bioluminescent mushrooms glow with a vibrant green light, practically begging you to stop and admire their whimsical charm. This radiant display is no mere trick. It's a chemical reaction with luciferin and luciferase at the helm, much like the enchanting glow of fireflies. Scientists speculate that this mystical illumination plays a role in attracting insects, cleverly transporting their spores to new and exciting locales. Encounter these mushrooms at night, and it's as though the forest itself has decided to throw a glowing party with tiny lanterns dotting the underbrush. For centuries, stories of fairy fire and foxfire have danced around campfires, shrouded in mystery. Today, we demystify these tales, recognizing them as the enchanting glow of fungi reminding us, even in the densest darkness, life finds a way to illuminate the night with its vibrant stories. Flashback hundreds of millions of years and the Earth's landscape is a whole different scene. Enormous fungi called Prototaxites tower like nature's skyscrapers, stretching an astonishing 30 feet into the sky. Forget about towering oaks, these fungal titans ruled the land, forming pillars against a barren backdrop as massive as any tree. In this primeval plain, insects just began to flutter about, while these colossal figures shaped a world that would eventually cradle our familiar forests. Imagine wandering through this ancient land, surrounded by towering fungal spires stretching towards the heavens. They weren't trees, nor were they plants. Instead, these giant life forms were fungi, an important part of Earth's history. They created vital ecosystems by breaking down rock and building soil, laying the groundwork for lush forests to flourish. While mushrooms today seem small and fleeting, they are the descendants of these astonishing giants, guardians of an age when fungi were the true titans. Incredibly, some fungi have mastered the art of survival against all odds, defying the needs of life as we typically know it. Water is the elixir we cling to, yet some desert fungi and lichens endure total desiccation, appearing utterly lifeless in their dried state. But hold on to your hats. When moisture returns, these clever organisms spring back to life as if waking up from a whimsical nap, resuming growth with indomitable spirit. These remarkable fungi are like nature's little magicians, transforming hardship into resilience and reminding us that life serves up surprises in the most unexpected ways. Picture these tiny powerhouses clinging to survival in the arid desert, patiently waiting for a drop of water to quench their thirst for life. Nature dazzles with resilience, and fungi, adorned with their ancient lineage, are no exception, proving that thriving against the odds is simply part of their nature. Picture a resilient mushroom, ready to conquer the toughest environments, thanks to special proteins and sugars that give it superpowers. These pint-sized champions thrive in deserts and rocky terrains, where most life wouldn't stand a chance. Scientists are keen on studying these little wonders, thinking they might have the answer to surviving the Martian wilderness. It's a tale of patience. Sometimes, survival means just waiting for the right moment, like a dormant fungus waiting for the gentle kiss of rain. Ever think about fungi hitting the cosmic highway? Strange but true, mushrooms have ventured into space, and scientists have sent various fungal spores on spacecraft to test their abilities in microgravity and radiation. Miraculously, not only did many manage to survive the celestial journey, but they also showed a flair for growth. Some species pulled a fast one, adapting chemically to the mind-boggling conditions. It's like they brought their secret survival hacks along for the ride. The spore-filled saga doesn't end there. Researchers are toying with ideas about how these space-faring fungi could help future astronauts. They could recycle waste and even grow food. Imagine the first mushroom farm in orbit. This celestial chaos might even hint at the potential for spores to hitch a ride across the universe, possibly sprinkling life on barren planets. Who knew mushrooms had a cosmic calling? Life's adaptability is nothing short of magical. But let's take a trip back down to Earth, where fungi are the unsung heroes of our agricultural fields. Imagine the world of wheat, corn, or rice, thriving with the help of invisible fungal friends lurking beneath the soil. Mycorrhizal fungi work in tandem with plant roots, mixing up a nutrient cocktail and acting as a protective shield against pesky diseases. Think of them as the advanced security system for plants, boosting their defenses and kicking harmful microbes to the curb. These clever fungi stimulate plant immune systems, making crops tougher than the average bully at recess. Farmers are catching on to this ancient alliance, transitioning from chemical sprays to harnessing these fungal forces. Just visualize crops standing strong, bolstered by these secretive underground comrades weaving a tapestry of protection. It's a reminder that agriculture isn't an endless battle but a happily partnered dance with nature. So, the next time you bite into that delicious slice of bread or enjoy a bowl of rice, remember the magical world beneath your feet. It's a realm where tiny but mighty fungi work tirelessly, not only ensuring crops thrive but also revolutionizing how we think about farming. Mother Earth has the best underground networks, and it's these fungal friendships that let life flourish. There is wisdom in their quiet partnership, showing us that the key to survival often lies in teamwork rather than solo acts of defiance. Fungi, those unassuming little organisms lurking in the shadows of our gardens, might just be the unsung heroes of the future's food production. Imagine a world where farms thrive, not from flashy chemicals, but from the nurturing embrace of humble mushrooms. These cozy guys have been doling out nutrients to plants for millions of years, and researchers are tuning into their old-school wisdom to build resilient farms that could stand the test of time. Who knew, right? The magic doesn't stop at nourishing plants. Mushrooms are also secretive suppliers of life-saving drugs. While some people might think of mushrooms as mere pizza toppings, they are, in fact, chemical powerhouses. Forget about those flashy synthetic drugs. Mushrooms have been in the business of lowering cholesterol, fighting cancer, and crucially, helping with organ transplants. Lavoratum, a star in heart medicine, and cyclosporine, an absolute game changer for transplant patients, come straight from this fungal trove. In recent history, scientists have been diving deep into the fungal kingdom, hunting for the next miraculous compound. Traditional medicine has long revered mushrooms, treating everything from headaches to heart conditions. But now, with modern science brightening the path, we're unraveling the true extent of their magical pharmacological prowess. Each mushroom cap and each tendril of mycelium might just hold the key to new life-saving drugs waiting to be uncovered. Who would have thought a stroll in the park could lead to the next medical breakthrough? Consider the legendary tale of penicillin, the world's first antibiotic. Back in the day, Alexander Fleming happened upon something incredible when he noticed mold. Not those moldy leftovers in the fridge. Taking up residence in his lab, the mold, known as Penicillium notatum, had done the unthinkable. It was wiping out bacteria on a petri dish. This accidental discovery paved the way for penicillin, saving countless lives during World War II and revolutionizing the face of medicine as we know it. It's astonishing to reflect on how such a monumental shift in medical history emerged not from a lab full of beakers and ambitious scientists, but from a lone fungus minding its own business in a dusty lab. Who could have imagined that an ordinary mold could rewrite the fate of humanity? Fungi might seem like mere background players in nature's grand stage, but they are, in fact, the grand puppeteers helping us stand tall against diseases. And let's not forget the myriad of roles fungi play in our daily lives beyond medicine. Fungi work their magic in our kitchens, making the dough rise to airy perfection and transforming grape juice into delightful wine. Their unassuming work not only adds flavor to our meals but also weaves a delightful thread through our culture and cuisine. It's as if they're quietly cheering for us in the background while we indulge in deliciousness. So, when you're sitting down to enjoy your favorite mushroom dish or a glass of finely aged wine, take a moment to appreciate these tiny, often overlooked creatures. They are the unsung guardians of our health and happiness, hiding countless secrets and healing properties beneath their caps. Let's raise a glass and honor our fungal friends for all the wonders they bring to both our tables and our lives. Every time bread puffs up in the oven or your glass of wine glimmers in candlelight, remember who's really behind the magic fungi. These yeasty little creatures are like the glittering fairy godmothers of the kitchen, munching on sugars and puffing out carbon dioxide and alcohol. In bread dough, they create delightful bubbles that get trapped in the stretchy embrace of gluten, making the loaf rise like a slow, delicious sunrise. Meanwhile, wine grapes soak in the same spirit, morphing from humble fruit into effervescent elegance. Now, let's talk sourdough starters. These quirky little ecosystems are where the fun really begins. They host a party of wild and cultured yeasts alongside merry bacteria, all adjusting to their cozy new home temperature, flower types, and the all-important time. Bakers become attuned to their starter's vibe, learning to sense its mood through delightful sounds and scents. Imagine a soft hiss that sounds like the ocean whispering from a sleepy tide. It's an invitation to create something marvelous with your hands. Winemakers also join in the fun, using terroir to describe how local yeasts shape and bend the grape's flavor. It's neat to think of fermentation as not just chemistry, but an intricate dance, a choreography of fungi that deftly moves sugars toward deliciousness, one invisible breath at a time. All around us, these microscopic marvels await their cue to elevate our culinary adventures, secretly guiding our taste buds. But the magic doesn't stop with bread, and wine mushrooms have sneaked their way into the art world too. They've inspired countless artistic creations, ranging from embroidered folk motifs to lavishly illustrated field guides. With their captivating silhouettes of domes, frills, and cathedral-like gills, mushrooms have become irresistible muses. It's no wonder Art Nouveau snagged their curves for stylish designs, while ceramicists splash vibrant glazes on their caps. Photographers get in on the action, crouching low to capture their bioluminescent halos, transforming dark woods into starry constellations. Even children's books delight in mushroom imagery, wrapping them in fairy tale magic, inviting readers into a mini, luminous world. There's something so intriguing about these fungi. It's as if they hold secrets, emerging only when the right moment arrives. They beckon us to linger a little longer and discover what lies beneath the surface. Now here's where it gets even weirder. Some mushrooms can actually sing with ultrasonic clicks. Despite having no mouths, researchers equipped with super-sensitive recorders have spotted these faint clicky bursts as mushrooms grow and their mycelium stretch and squish. Whether this is genuine singing or just tiny biological pops and squeaks is still up for debate. But the idea of a forest whispering at unheard frequencies is downright enchanting. It's like nature's own Spotify playlist, playing a tune we rarely even notice. In the fascinating realm of laboratories, scientists tap into the melodic world of myelial threads, measuring the electronic pulses that dart through them like a chaotic symphony. These rhythmic spikes speed up and slow down, clustering together like syllables in a lively conversation. Enter the artists, who take these patterns and transform them into ambient music. Picture mushrooms jamming to tunes that are influenced by humidity, light changes, and a gentle touch. If you listen closely, it feels like there's an underground choir orchestrating the dance of life beneath our feet. As these fungi serenade the soil, they sync up signals for growth, sharing resources and responding to stress. Think of it as a beautifully coordinated orchestra where each heartbeat and breath keeps tempo. The clicks echo that living things thrive on their own rhythms. These mushrooms are the patient conductors of nature's symphony, with a precise cadence that hums through the earth. Who knew biology would have the tempo of a catchy pop song? Now, let's take a trip to rocky deserts, where life plays hide and seek with the elements. Here, endolithic fungi are the true warriors, retreating into the cracks and crevices of solid stone like introverts at a party. These fungi stretch themselves thin, almost as delicate as hair, yet they have the resilience of old rope. They thrive in extreme weather, where water is like that elusive friend who always cancels plans. They feast on the slightest hint of moisture, harking back to their ancient survival strategies. In Antarctica's dry valleys, these clever little organisms cling to quartz surfaces like sunbathers at the beach. They sip the faintest glimmers of light while their metabolism slows to an almost comically lethargic pace, waiting for that sweet moment when meltwater finally makes an entrance. Life within these stones is not just resilient, it's downright ingenious, crafting a legacy written in microns. Crack open one of these stones, and you're greeted not by a void but by a bustling metropolis of filaments, reminding us that the depths of potential healing lie just beneath the surface. Now, switching gears, let's delve into the darker side of fungi. You might have heard of the infamous zombie ant saga, a tale that reads like a horror novel with a perfectly logical twist. Picture this: an unsuspecting ant ambles under a leaf, blissfully unaware that a fungal spore has zeroed in on its potential. Inside the ant, the fungus takes a deep dive, weaving through its muscles while allowing just enough brainpower for the ant to remain semi-functional. Thanks to some crafty chemistry, the ant is compelled to scale a height optimal for spore release. Then, with a dramatic flare, it locks onto a vein with a death grip and freezes like an actor caught in a spotlight. The fungus strikes, erupting from its worn exoskeleton like a dark flower, showering the forest floor with spores that spell doom for other unsuspecting ants. What a wild and eerie performance of nature's theatre, where survival strategies blur the line between tragic horror and evolutionary brilliance. So the next time you witness a mushroom or an ant, take a moment to reflect on the unseen rhythms, the delicate balance of life, and the fungal tricks hiding in plain sight. Nature has a knack for turning the ordinary into extraordinary tales, and the world beneath our feet is rife with stories waiting to be uncovered, from the beat of myelial expressions to the gut-wrenching drama of zombies in the insect kingdom. It's all part of the thrilling and chaotic ballet that is life's grand design. The world of fungi is a stage, and cordyceps fungi are its eccentric performers, orchestrating a drama that spills over from the realm of the insect. These peculiar mushrooms burst forth from their hosts, turning the mundane struggles of creatures like caterpillars and beetles into hauntingly beautiful spectacles. Imagine a caterpillar standing sentinel, petrified into a pedestal, or a beetle morphing into fertile soil for a slim, vibrant orangey spear that might sprout from its remains. It's a bizarre theatre of life that even Gothic poetry would envy. Each species of cordyceps is a masterful craftsman, honed to infiltrate the biology of its chosen insect guest over millions of years. This secret intimacy sounds poetic, but beneath the surface, a quiet war rages. Enzymes meticulously soften the host's tissues as fungal threads weave a destructive tapestry of intricate beauty within. The true transformation lies in the internal remodeling until the fungus bursts forth, reclaimed and glorious, stepping into the limelight, leaving behind an eerie sculpture that blends life and decay. Yet it's not all doom and gloom. These fungi are nature's unsung heroes too, restoring nutrients to the forest floor while keeping insect populations in check. They dissolve clear-cut lines between parasites and gardeners, blurring our tidy little categories. Spotted in the wild, they hold an unsettling allure, where beauty meets repulsion. The experience is a gentle reminder that survival doesn't always fit into our concept of pretty. Sometimes it's only after a small shiver that we come to appreciate the strange forms it takes. In the underbrush, the ground tells another tale, this time of tiny birds' nest fungi, nestled quietly in the damp leaf litter. These minute treasures appear noiselessly, a thimble-sized cup holding glossy spheres resembling eggs. These are peridioles, little packets of life waiting for the perfect raindrop to unleash them on their next adventure. When the rain strikes just right, the peridioles scatter with a precision reminiscent of a slingshot, ensuring their journey toward new horizons. As if cleverly adapted for their own adventurous sake, these fungi employ sticky cords that cling to unsuspecting twigs or furry passers-by, hitching a ride toward new territory. The design is exquisite, a symphony of physics and biology, tailored for just the right moment. They can easily slip past unnoticed until you've spotted them once, whereupon they transform the forest floor into a bustling nursery of miniature nests just waiting to be discovered. Each rainstorm becomes a drum roll announcing the future generation's launching pad. The interplay of whimsy and engineering here is nothing short of remarkable. Bird's nest fungi underscore how nature marries fantasy to arithmetic, creating a fairy tale landscape where the magic and science blend seamlessly, waiting for that pivotal rain to initiate the dance of life. But let's not forget the mushrooms that seem to beckon with eerie fingers reaching from the earth. In shadowy nooks, clusters of dead man's fingers rise, half-remembered hands that push their way toward the sun. Initially a soft blue-gray, these dark clubs of fungi grow darker as time passes, a haunting reminder of the curiously interconnected lives that populate the forest. The line between the living and the dead becomes as blurred as the lines within the fungal world itself. It's a captivating reminder of nature's theatricality, where every character plays a vital role in the intricate tapestry of existence. In the depths of the forest, coral fungi spike upward, brandishing pale branches like miniature stage props. These delicate structures seem to wave at curious onlookers, alluring with their whimsical gestures. But don't be fooled, these fungi are just clever spore dispensers, cleverly designed to release their microscopic cargo with the breeze. Our imaginative minds may have given them macabre names, reflecting our tendency to see ourselves in nature's tapestry. But there's more to their story than spectral shapes. Upon closer examination, the forest transforms, revealing secrets. These branching fingers aren't just random displays. They are nature's recyclers, sprouting from the roots of ancient trees long buried beneath the earth. The cycle of rise and decay measures the passage of time, hinting at the history of what once stood tall, withers and husks weather away. But the resilient mycelium below remains patient as bedrock, waiting to unfold narratives. It's a profound reminder that deep life often lies hidden, silently waiting to share its truths. Now, not all mushrooms are pristine. Some sport a gooey exterior, their caps glistening with nature's varnish, raised to soak in moisture like sponge-wielding champions, rain-drenched and resin-coated. These fungi gleam slickly in the sunlight, practically begging for touch. These slick skins aren't mere accidents. Instead, they function like protective raincoats or hydration sleeves, battling drying winds with a plucky attitude. Stinkhorns, on the other hand, add a twist. They don a gooey guise to attract flies with a symphony of sweet decay. Despite how we often perceive slime as something to avoid, for mushrooms, it's an ingenious toolkit, an all-in-one moisturizer, perfume, and advertising billboard. If you dare to touch, your fingers will emerge sticky as if you were given a forest-themed handshake. It's nature's clear memo. Functionality reigns before aesthetics in this wild setting, where even glossy finishes serve a practical purpose. But the forest isn't just about functionality. It's a canvas painted in vibrant hues too. In the morning light, mushrooms flaunt their colors: brilliant blues, purples, and pinks, transmuting the ordinary into the extraordinary. Imagine stumbling upon an indigo cap or encountering violet stems accentuating russet oak. It's like discovering a tropical fish stranded in a puddle, completely enchanting and disbelief-inducing. Nature's palette serves multiple purposes, offering protection and chemical signals that would make any artist envious. The quest for color keeps photographers busy, eager to immortalize these whimsical displays. Each snapshot captures a cobalt cap nestling amidst moss, a warm-hued wax cap peeking out atop grassy meadows. These moments reflect an ever-shifting spectrum of survival, artfully crafted through evolution and chance, making every colorful discovery a piece of wonder. The forest is undoubtedly a space where monotony is banished, bursting with life and vibrancy. As the tale unfolds, these vibrant fungi remind us that forests are akin to stained glass windows brilliantly illuminated from above by omnipresent clouds. Down below, quiet soil chemistry crafts the wild colors, bridging life's intricate dance of whimsy with a practical touch. Nature has dressed these fungi in hues that signify vitality, creating wondrous spectacles that promise to engage all who are willing to explore and appreciate the mysteries of the forest. In the sun-baked deserts where sizzling heat turns plants into prickly little balls and animals take refuge beneath the earth, fungi pull off an incredible survival act. Hidden from the glaring sun, these quirky organisms make their homes within rocks, avoiding the parched winds outside. Some even team up with algae or cyanobacteria, crafting a slimy cloak across stone surfaces, like some kind of weird, fungal superhero duo. Together, they conjure food from sunlight, like nature's own culinary mashup, while the fungi provide precious moisture and shelter. In the Atacama Desert, which ranks as one of Earth's most unforgiving hot spots, scientists have stumbled upon some valiant fungal fighters hanging out on salt crystals. It's astonishing how these resilient little critters latch onto fleeting drops of moisture, surviving against all odds. They can withstand sweltering heat, blistering cold, and even radiation like pro survivors teetering on the edge of existence. To picture them thriving in barren landscapes is witnessing the pure essence of survival, where life seems like a distant memory, revealing that our definitions of what's possible are far more generous than we give credit for. Now, head back in time to when colossal dinosaurs roamed the earth, and you'd find a bustling fungal community breaking down wood and recycling nutrients for the ecosystem. Yes, that's right, while the giant creatures were stomping through prehistoric forests, mushrooms were busy being the earthly recyclers. Fossils show that back in the Cretaceous period, mushrooms flourished amidst decaying plants. providing a tasty snack for herbivores like a prehistoric buffet. Imagine a staggering sauropod, stretching its long neck over a swamp, where mushrooms the size of dinner plates sprouted like gigantic, edible umbrellas. These fungi didn't just serve as snacks for the dinosaurs either. They partnered with roots, forming a complex network that sustained entire forest ecosystems. In a time when flowering plants were mere imagination, mushrooms already had a handle on recycling nutrients, keeping the cycle of life churning. They played dual roles, supplying food while simultaneously acting as the infrastructure holding the habitats together. It's a delightful twist to think that the mighty dinosaurs grazed upon the very mushrooms helping cordon off their ecological world. What a fun twist of fate. As you dive deeper into the past, you'll stumble upon fossilized fungi dating back over a staggering 400 million years. Unlike the bones and shells that abundantly litter the fossil record, mushrooms left behind a more delicate trace. Their softer structure didn't lend itself well to fossilization, making their ancient remains a rare find. But those who dare to dig deeper discover that these seemingly inconspicuous fungi are historical superheroes, thriving through epochs and eras while supporting life in ways even giants can't fathom. So, in the end, fungi stand as unsung heroes, the backbone of fragile ecosystems, helping to sustain life in inhospitable places, whether they're hiding in the cracks of deserts or entwined with the ancient roots of towering trees. These little organisms have been quietly influencing our planet for millions of years. Their whispers can still be heard in the most barren of landscapes, reminding us that the story of life is an intricate web where even the smallest player has a role. Think twice about stepping on those mushrooms next time. Imagine stumbling upon a stone that dates back a whopping 400 million years. While fish were still gearing up to strut their stuff on land, fungi were already making waves. These ancient fungal fossils, complete with preserved filaments and spores, not only tell tales of old but also show that fungi had a hand in shaping the planet. Just like a retro chef collaborating with a gardener, fungi were teaming up with plants to colonize bare rocks and create the soil that gave rise to forests and all things green. Each fossil we unearth is like a tiny time capsule, a tangible reminder that fungi have been hard at work since before insects took to the skies or life even dared to leave the ocean. These microscopic marvels aren't merely footnotes in our planet's history. They're the prime architects behind the scenes. Holding one feels surreal, knowing it harbors the secrets of a time when life was just beginning to sprout on solid ground. And can you believe that the oldest fungal fossil, clocking in at nearly 1 billion years old, was found in the Canadian Arctic? That's right. This ancient, fossilized network of filaments paints a picture of a life form that predated not just plants but even the earliest animals. These clever fungi were fooling around with complex structures way before forests sprouted, acting like the original weathering team, breaking down rock and recycling nutrients on land and under the sea. Confronting the idea of a billion-year-old fungus is like trying to fit a cosmic jigsaw puzzle into a standard-sized box. It stretches the imagination. These organisms thrived in an entirely different world, a time so alien it makes our heads spin. Yet the wild part, the descendants of these ancient fungi are right here in our backyards, sprouting mushrooms in gardens and kitchens. Each stem and cap we see today can trace its lineage back to these magnificent pioneers. But wait, there's more. Ever notice mushrooms taking on mind-boggling geometric forms? When they bloom, you might find them in perfect arcs, spirals, or even flawless circles. These astonishing shapes aren't mere coincidence. They emerge from how mycelium, the underground fungus network, spreads. As the mycelium gets its fill of nutrients and pushes outward, it creates a visually stunning spectacle of natural design. Spirals and circles aren't just mushroom magic. They seem to echo mathematical principles found in nature. It's as if fungi, in their underground crafting, have tapped into nature's efficiency formula, mirroring the designs of shells and sunflowers while they bask under the sun. It's a grand reminder that even in the fungal kingdom, beauty and math often walk hand in hand. So here's a twist. Next time you see a delicately arranged cluster of mushrooms, take a moment to appreciate their ancient legacy. They're not just adorning our gardens. They're also the offspring of formidable architects that laid the groundwork for life as we know it. This playful world of fungi truly invites us to ponder the deep connections between past and present, proving that even the humblest of beings can rewrite the rules of nature. Stumbling upon a pattern in a meadow is like catching nature in an act of artistic expression. It shows us that beauty doesn't always come from careful planning. Sometimes, it just happens through chaos and process. Think of it as nature sketching diagrams with living ink. Mushrooms, those quirky little wonders, are secret mathematicians scribbling hidden symmetries under the timeless shade of the forest canopy. Who knew fungi had such flair? But wait, there's more. Not all mushroom spores are the daydreamers of the air. Some of them are like little hitchhikers, designed to grab a ride on unsuspecting insects. Don't you just love it? Picture a spore, spiky or sticky, lounging around on the leg of a beetle, just waiting for its moment to leap into a new territory. It's like nature's version of a travel buddy, ensuring far-off adventures without the need to rely on a breeze. In the cute little world of fungi, some take this collaboration one step further, luring insects with irresistible sugary treats. Imagine a flower glowing and winking, ready to ensure the pollinator passes by just the right way. It's genius. Why roll the dice on random encounters when you can recruit a trusty traveler? For the insect, it's an ordinary day. For the fungus, it's a survival strategy, hitchhiking into new realms. These crafty mushrooms are just part of a rich tapestry of exchanges taking place everywhere among the trees. Spores ride on the wings of insects like seasoned travelers jetting off to unknown destinations, placing their trust in nature's tiny, busy navigators. But the fungi aren't just about spreading their spores, they double as environmental superheroes, protecting and nurturing the very soils we rely on. Imagine the underground realm as a bustling marketplace of nutrients. Fungi are Mother Nature's recyclers, breaking down dead leaves, logs, and organic leftovers into basic building blocks that enrich the soil. However, their superpower doesn't stop there. They also help hold these nutrients in place, creating a living sponge beneath the surface, ready to feed the roots of plants like a breakfast buffet when they're in need. Without our fungal friends, Mother Earth would be a less fertile place, leaving plants struggling to find their groove. Even in agriculture, these minuscule marvels play a crucial role in keeping our farming lands rich and full of life. Picture mycelium as the Earth's dedicated steward, tucking nutrients like precious gems into safe little pockets, ready to be shared when needed. And let's not forget the underground highways forged by fungi. Mycelium exists not just as a network for its own, but as a generous pathway for other microorganisms. It's like a bustling city of connections just below our feet, proving that even in the world of fungi, community and collaboration are what keep everything thriving. So next time you stroll through a meadow, tip your hat to the mushrooms. They're quietly working miracles beneath the surface. Beneath the soil lies a bustling metropolis of life, where bacteria and fungi are the unsung architects of nature's underground highway system. Picture thin fungal threads crisscrossing the dirt, acting as sturdy roads for bacteria to traverse. These tiny microbes hop on the filaments, navigating gaps they wouldn't dare attempt on their own. It's a wholly enchanting partnership. Fungus provides a freeway, while bacteria chip in nutrients, creating a symbiotic buffet. This hidden ecosystem resembles a bustling city where trade is constant and exchanges happen every second. Imagine soil as more than just dust and grime. It's a vibrant community with its own interconnected pathways. Fungi are the tireless engineers drawing blueprints for life's journey below the surface. Without these fungal highways, countless microbes would find themselves marooned in isolated pockets, feeling abandoned like kids on a playground without a way out. Now, let's talk mushrooms. Ever lifted the cap of a freshly picked champignon and been hit with the scent of warm, yeasty bread? That's the magic of fungal chemistry at work. Those fragrant compounds drifting into the air are like a sensory invitation, a delightful link between mushrooms and baking. This aroma is not just for olfactory pleasure, it's an evolutionary play that invites insects to help disperse spores, ensuring the survival of the fungi, proving that even scent can be strategic. Finding yourself inhaling the aroma of freshly baked bread while wandering through a forest is nearly poetic. It creates an unexpected twist in the narrative of nature, blending the comfort of a kitchen with the wildness of the outdoors. In that moment, you realize how thin the curtain is between what we cultivate and what thrives naturally. Nature has a sneaky way of reminding us that life's connections are often more intertwined than we perceive. But wait, there's more. Not all mushrooms come with that warm, fuzzy scent of bread, not by a long shot. Some are a bit more exotic, flaunting fragrances that would make home cooks swoon. Ever experienced the sweet, licorice-like scent of anise wafting through the trees? Or stumbled across a patch of mushrooms smelling distinctly like cinnamon? It's like walking into a spice market while surrounded by nature, an experience bound to surprise and delight. These enchanting aromas, while magical for us, serve a purpose for the fungi. They attract insects and deter predators, all while keeping the forest thriving. Just think about it. Nature's perfumes pulling double duty. Just as humans get giddy over fascinating scents, fungi capitalize on these aromatic signals, ensuring their place in the ecosystem. It's another delightful reminder that there's more going on beneath our feet than we could ever imagine. In this secret world, beneath our feet and often overlooked, fungi charm us with their scents and foster relationships that sustain life in a never-ending dance. This dance showcases the beautiful theater of life, where the smallest performers play a big role in our intricate web of existence. As we stroll through nature, the air filled with unexpected fragrances, we find ourselves nestled between the known and unknown, connected to the wonders of life all around us. In the enchanting world of mushrooms, their chemistry isn't just what meets the eye, it's a euphoric dance of survival wrapped in delightful aromas. To the keen observer, mycologists bring their noses low to the ground, dutifully inhaling the unique fragrances of fungi. Each whiff is a vital note in the forest's fragrant symphony, whispering secrets of species and habitats. As they sift through the scents, it becomes clear. Mushrooms aren't just recyclers of nature, they're master chemists, distilling the very air we breathe into captivating fragrances lingering in our memories. When raindrops come a-knocking, mushrooms partake in an aquatic feast, absorbing water with the efficiency of a sponge at a cookout. In fact, during a heavy downpour, some mushrooms can double their weight overnight. Their specialized cells function like tiny reservoirs, soaking up precious moisture and transforming dramatic weather into spontaneous growth. They can crash the party in meadows and forests, unexpectedly sprouting, celebrating life with each rainfall, and quite literally rising from the depths of darkness like a surprise pop-up. What's even cooler is that mushrooms don't keep all that water to themselves. Once they've had their fill, they slowly release this moisture back into the soil, creating microhabitats that benefit nearby insects, mosses, and seedlings. These little marvels of nature effectively act as living water bottles, regulating humidity levels, not just for themselves, but for an entire ecosystem. It's a heartwarming survival strategy where rain is not hoarded but shared, each mushroom acting as a generous friend in the forest. Among the myriad of fungal features, some fungi have a truly magical trick up their sleeves. They glow, enter bioluminescent mushrooms, nature's own little lanterns radiating an otherworldly green light. Unlike the fleeting flickers of fireflies, these mushrooms glow continuously, sometimes for days or even weeks. Scientists are on a quest to understand this phenomenon, which involves a tantalizing chemical reaction between luciferin and luciferase. Perhaps they illuminate the night to lure insects, helping their spores travel to new homes well beyond a gusty breeze. Imagine meandering your way through a mystical rainforest, where clusters of glowing mushrooms twinkle softly beneath ferns like scattered embers. This steady, patient light adds a touch of tranquility to the dark, reminding us all that even when the sun dips below the horizon, the heartbeat of life continues with its gentle luminescence. These glowing beacons tell tales of the night, instilling wonder and igniting the imagination of anyone fortunate enough to stumble upon their ethereal beauty. For centuries, this luminous phenomenon has captivated storytellers, earning the enchanting names of foxfire or fairy fire, sparking the imagination of adventurers and wanderers alike. The allure of glowing mushrooms has inspired legends of mystical beings dancing round the glowing logs, and who could blame them? The eerie beauty of nature's bioluminescent display serves not only as a wonder to behold, but also as a symbol of resilience in an ecosystem that thrives even in darkness. Each glowing mushroom is a reminder that magic exists in the simplest forms of life, waiting for someone to discover it. In the enchanting realm of fungi, the magic has always outshone the science. Picture this: glow-in-the-dark mushrooms lighting up the night like nature's very own disco ball. For centuries, cultures worldwide have employed these curious fungi in their spiritual rituals. In Mesoamerica, The Aztecs believed in Tina, known as the flesh of the gods, a mystical addition to their sacred ceremonies. Who wouldn't want a taste of divine enlightenment? Travel to the snowy expanse of Siberia, where shamans, in search of transcendence, munched on the iconic red and white Amanita muscaria. These courageous souls chased down glimpses of otherworldly visions. Across Africa, Asia, and the Americas, mushrooms have been woven into the fabric of healing ceremonies, initiations, and fertility rituals. They're revered as gateways to the profound wisdom that links the seen and unseen world, making their presence all the more delightful. Fast forward to today, and mushrooms still pique our interest not just as tasty additions to our salads, but as potential allies against anxiety, depression, and those pesky existential crises. Their legacy has transitioned into modern spiritual movements and therapeutic practices. They've evolved from mere food or poison into symbols of deep mystery, whispering secrets about the universe and ourselves. Talk about a glow up. Ever wondered how mushrooms reproduce? Some of them have quite the flair for the dramatic. Unlike your everyday mushrooms that rely on gentle breezes or rain to spread their spores, certain quirky species unleash their spores with explosive pizzazz. Picture a smoky burst that's practically a mini fireworks show. Inky caps and puffballs build pressure until bam, they release their spores into the air like tiny aerial shells bursting forth. It's like a nature-themed magic trick. And let's not forget about the butt-kicking champion of speed in the fungal kingdom. Think of Pilobolus, a tiny fungus that defies all expectations. It catapults its spores at speeds surpassing 20 meters per second. That's faster than many animals. Believe it or not, it's like watching a bullet leave a gun, except instead of a bang, it's the silent thrill of microbial warfare. Nature truly loves to show off. Now, when you gaze upon tranquil forests, remember that the stillness is merely an illusion. Beneath the serene exterior, a frenetic world of mushrooms, spores, and rapid movements unfolds. While we might see a peaceful ecosystem, there's a whole world of invisible projectiles and airborne spores overshadowing their parent fungi. The air becomes a battlefield, a race to find ground where new life can flourish, away from their fungi forebears' shadow. So here's to those little mushrooms, standing as living symbols of mystery and connection to our spiritual selves. Their remarkable journey from ancient rituals to modern medicine is both humbling and hilarious. We might think we've unraveled the secrets of these fascinating fungi, but they keep on surprising us, reminding us that there's still plenty of magic left in science and nature, not just in fairy tales, but in our own backyards. Hidden away in the damp corners of the forest, some seriously quirky fungi are at work. These mushrooms have a unique talent, launching their spores like tiny rocket scientists. Encased in pressurized capsules, these spores build up suspense until boom, they're catapulted into the air, sometimes covering a distance of over 2 meters. That's like a mushroom version of a superhero taking flight. Who knew that the real speedsters of nature would be those unassuming fungi? Picture this, you're strolling through a quiet forest, and suddenly you stumble upon coral fungi. These peculiar mushrooms stretch out in lively, branching patterns, reminiscent of vibrant ocean reefs. With colors that range from pale white to fiery orange, they twist and curl as if the sea is having a party on land. It's like finding a piece of the underwater world right at your feet, beautifully fossilized in living form. Nature really knows how to blend environments in the most mind-boggling ways. These enchanting structures aren't just eye candy, they're a dazzling example of nature's efficiency. By branching out, these fungi maximize their surface area, allowing them to pop out even more spores into the air. They become living sculptures, crafted from a curious mix of artistry and biology. Some resemble the majestic antlers of a deer, while others look strikingly like abstract flames. Mother Nature is an artist, and these fungi are her fantastic creations. Across the land, mushrooms morph into a variety of delightful shapes. Ever seen mushrooms that look like tiny umbrellas? Damp meadows, post-rain, often boast clusters of these delicate fungi, their caps spreading wide like inviting parasols. They're so translucent and thin that they could almost float away with the gentlest breeze. However, their lives are short-lived, like a glorious fleeting moment of morning dew. These beauties grace the earth for just a day or two. Though brief, the charm of these mushrooms is infectious. They capture our imaginations, reminding us that even the smallest of life forms can have significant roles. These little caps offer more than aesthetics. They provide a crucial service to the ecosystem. Beneath those charming caps lie gills that release spores, while their sturdy stalks elevates them into the air, letting them dance with the currents. Talk about multitasking. While many may overlook these fungi in their daily hikes, taking a moment to appreciate their peculiar beauty presents a marvelous experience. Each mushroom is a testament to nature's whimsical creativity, displaying a blend of practicality and artistry. As tiny homes for insects, they serve as eco-friendly shelters, adding value to their charming presence on the forest floor. Next time you're out and about in nature, keep an eye out for these delightful little umbrellas. In a world bustling with towering trees and chirping creatures, these quirky mushrooms might just be outshining everything else. They remind us that life can be found in the strangest of places, often hiding in plain sight. The next time you admire a mushroom's whimsical form, take a moment to marvel at the meticulous design and extraordinary functionality. Who knew that a quick walk through the woods could lead to such an unexpected encounter with the wonders of biology? Mushrooms, a quirky little marvel of evolution, have become icons of simplicity that have secured a special place in our hearts and culture. Picture this. Children scribble them in their doodles. Fairy tales sprinkle magic dust atop their little caps, and scientists bustle about studying their fascinating inner workings. Though they may be fleeting, these fungi are unforgettable, gracing our landscape with elegance and becoming the emblem of the entire fungal kingdom, rearing their heads after every delightful rain. But wait, there's more. Fungi aren't just pretty faces. They might be secret superheroes in the fight against climate change. Yes, it's true. Scientists are tapping into the untapped potential of these underground workers. Microscopic mycorrhizal fungi form clever partnerships with trees, playing a crucial role in increasing carbon storage. They don't just take, they give. Fungi are like the best friends who share their snacks, channeling sugars from plants deep into the soil, locking away carbon for centuries. Talk about a win-win situation. Now, imagine a world where fungi serve as our partners, helping us counter climate change with their sneaky tactics. These hidden, yet powerful networks could transform the soils and forests into carbon sinks that breathe life back into our dying planet. It's as if nature is proactively crafting solutions right beneath our feet while we're too busy staring at our screens. These little guys work tirelessly, weaving invisible threads that could restore balance to our atmospheric woes. Who knew? Mycelium could be the answer to our biggest problems. But hold on to your mushroom caps, there's even more potential for fungi beyond our blue planet. If we get bold and start colonizing Mars, fungi may just be among our most trusted cosmic companions. These resilient organisms have shown that they can bravely tackle the harshest environments, breaking down rock to create soil and helping grow food for future interplanetary diners. They're the ultimate multitaskers, working tirelessly to turn waste into sustenance in those imaginary closed-loop habitats. Some fungi even boast gamma-ray tolerance, making the prospect of space travel seem a tad less daunting. Imagine light, strong, and biodegradable materials made from mycelium lining the walls of our Martian biodomes. Gone are the days of heavy construction. Instead, we cultivate homes in cosmic greenhouses, living architecture that thrives amidst the stars, a concept that resonates with Earth's rich history of fungal genius. As we dream about establishing life beyond our warm blue orb, let's not forget this tiny powerhouse of biodiversity. Fungi may very well help us find our footing as we spread into the cosmos. They were pioneers once upon a seven age, in fungi years, that is, and may carry those ancient skills into new and distant landscapes, all while forging the foundations of our new worlds. Fun fact: it turns out humanity won't be going cosmic lone rangers. We'll be traveling in the fungal company of our underground allies. With mushrooms as our buddies, who's to say what exciting futures await? As the exploration of new worlds unfolds, we could find ourselves leaning on fungi's innate adaptability and resourcefulness, just like they did eons ago to enable life on our beloved Earth. There's a whimsical kinship waiting to blossom between humans and fungi, whether on our home planet or in the vastness of space. How cool is that? Life without fungi, let's just say, that would be a complete disaster. Picture forests overwhelmed by a mountain of decomposing leaves. Yikes. Nutrient starvation would become the norm, leading to a world that resembles a failed science experiment rather than the glorious planet we know. fungi play the vital role of nutrient hosts, making it possible for plants to absorb what they need for survival. Without this partnership, our beloved green plants would wither, leaving us, the snack-loving animals, humans included, in a state of perpetual hunger. And don't even get me started on oxygen. Our planet's breathable air wouldn't be the same without fungi doing their thing to support ecosystems that produce and recycle this precious gas. These humble organisms work behind the scenes, orchestrating a symphony of life that keeps everything in balance. Just remember, every huff and puff you take, every meal that fills your belly, and every stroll through vibrant greens is thanks to the unsung heroes lurking below our feet. Here's the kicker: mushrooms are way more than just cute additions to our pizzas and salads. They're the unsung backbone of the entire life story. Without fungi, the grand stage of existence would be woefully bare, with no chance for our intricate play of life to unfold. Imagine a play where the curtains never rise because the stagehands, our fungi pals, forgot to set the scene. They're absolutely crucial to the environment, keeping the cycles of decay and renewal from hitting the brakes. As we conclude our mini adventure through Mushroom Kingdom, let's remember the sorcery they bring to our world. From their luminescent glow strolling through the moonlit forest to their spores swirling on gentle city breezes, these tiny beings weave into the very fabric of life. They might be elusive, but they lend structure, creating a foundation that is secretly essential yet powerfully resilient. Fungi are nature's unsung patience coaches, steady providers of resilience and transformation. They turn death into life, quenching the thirst of the parched, and feeding both towering trees and petite insects alike. And these mystical organisms have an enchanting way of communicating too, whispering sweet nothings to plants via their labyrinthine underground networks. Who knew they were such social butterflies, or should I say, social fungi? Now, take a moment to reflect on their work. The warm loaves of bread rising, the sprawling forests reaching for the sky, and the delicate balance maintaining the Earth's endless cycles. What could seem like mere spores are truly the lifeblood of our ecosystem. They quietly hum along under our feet like a heartbeat of soil, ever steady, ever calm, making everything imaginable possible in our colorful world. So the next time you sit down to a meal or take a deep breath of fresh air, tip your hat to our fungal friends. They may not have drum rolls or spotlights, but these quiet engineers of Earth are essential players in the fabulous show that is life. So, let's give a standing ovation. Fingers crossed mushrooms don't take a bow, though they might just release a cloud of spores and send us all into a sneezing fit. Picture spores floating through the air like magical stardust, each one packed with adventure and potential waiting to be discovered. It's as if they're on a quest to touch every little corner of existence. Envision fungal friends glowing in the dark, their soft, luminous presence standing tall in the shadows, cheering us on that even when it seems a bit gloomy, life has a knack for shining bright. This whimsical world of fungi reminds us that science isn't always a stuffy affair. Nope, it's more like a beautifully intricate web connecting all living beings, stranger and richer than we could ever comprehend. The truth is, when we take a moment to pause and appreciate the little things, we unlock the extraordinary that's nestled within the ordinary. It's a delightful secret waiting for us to discover, if only we're willing to look. If you've enjoyed drifting through this journey, I've got a whimsical little request. Feel free to like our adventure and subscribe, so we can continue exploring the mysteries of life together. Sharing your thoughts in the comments isn't just encouraged, it's what helps our quirky community of dreamers and science aficionados grow. Let's bond over the magic of knowledge and curiosity that connects us all. But hold on, you don't have to do anything right now. You can let the story of mushrooms wrap around you like a cozy blanket, allowing the fading light of today to bring you a sense of calm. If the Sandman pays you a visit, let him lead you gently into the realm of dreams. And if you're wide awake like an owl, stick around. You're welcome to revisit this tale or leap aboard another adventure that tickles your imagination. So, as you sink into relaxation, remember, the world is brimming with hidden gems waiting just for you. Sometimes, they spurt up overnight, like those fantastic mushrooms that pop up after a good rain. Other times, they've been patiently biding their time beneath the surface, just waiting for you to uncover them. Take a deep breath and let those thoughts whisk you away to the realm of possibilities. As you settle down for the night, keep in mind that there's magic all around you, and that the universe is just a whisper away. Embrace the calm and let it wash over you, knowing that tomorrow the wonders will still be there, ready to rise and shine. Good night, dear dreamer. and may your nocturnal adventures be filled with the marvelous mysteries of life.